to list him as probable. And if they don't list him as questionable, there are huge fines, especially for a quarterback and especially for a big playoff game. I think they're just doing it as a just in case. The injury just popped up. It's an abundance of caution. Have no reason to believe that Sam Darnold won't play on this weekend. And really, in terms of worry level, 10 being really worried and 1 being not at all, I think this is a 2, should be a 2 for Seahawks fans and Sam Darnold's availability for this weekend.
Yeah, I think Sam Darnold's going to play. It certainly sounds like he would. It sounds like Dr. Chow is right, and that you can't list probable anymore, but the Seahawks are just trying to avoid being fined here by not listing him at all. However, Bump, I don't think you and I are really talking about whether or not Sam plays anymore. That was a brief conversation for us yesterday when the news broke during the show. I think what we're talking about now is, well, how does it affect him in the game?
Yeah, he's going to play. No doubt about that. He's going to trot out there. He might limit his warm-up a little bit, try not to exhaust himself because you never know. Once you feel a little twinkle in any area, you're just waiting for it to go at some point. But maybe it's not even to that point. But, no, he's going to play. He's going to play some football. But what's it going to look like when he makes his first throw where he has to put a little oomph on it, put a little stank on that football? What's it going to look like when he gets tackled for the first time? Those are the things that I'm going to be looking at in the press box with my binoculars. I'm going to zoom in on Sam. I'm going to follow him for the first 2 series, the first time he gets hit, and just see what his body language looks like, because that will tell you the true story. Not concerned about him not playing. He will go out there and play. How does he feel? How much pain? Well, what's his pain tolerance like too, right? Because what if he does feel something, but he feels like he can work through it? How do you communicate that with Clint Kubiak? Does that change the way that he calls the game? There's a lot of questions with this one, but I'm pleased to know that he will be trotting out with the uni on, ready to play.
I think that it's probably how Rams fans feel. They don't have as many question marks about Matthew Stafford as some people have about Sam Darnold. But Matthew Stafford banged up his finger in that win over the Panthers. And even though not only we spoke with Eric Williams of Fox News Sports yesterday, who covers the NFC West, and he said, I don't think it's too much of a concern. It certainly seems like they're not worried about it. But I think anytime you mess up a finger, anytime the quarterback messes up anything, your throwing shoulder, your hand, your finger, your wrist, or like you said, an oblique, or like a hamstring even, which is pretty hard to heal, but oblique probably worse for a quarterback. You're wondering, well, what if that's all it takes to just make you a little off target with something? And I think that the general concern for the Seahawks heading into the playoffs is that Sam's going to be a little off target with something. So I think it adds fuel to that is what this does.
Yeah, I think when you see a football that sails on him or maybe hits the dirt, doesn't look as accurate, the first thing you're going to think of is, oh, man, is that oblique messing with him? He will make inaccurate throws regardless of whether his oblique is messing with him or not. That's just football. That's part of being a human being and not being a robot and perfect. But it does it brings up questions, man. And I think what it does for the Niners, it gives them a bit more juice. You know, that defensive line maybe wants to get at them a bit more. Obviously, they're going to go out there and play their hardest and their best every single down, but that does give you some motivation. When I play ball, we knew, or the defenses knew, whenever one of our guys were hurt, whether it's an ankle, a hip, a shoulder, or whatnot, and they would attack it. And it's not dirty. You just want to test it out. Like, all right, that's hurt. Let's see how hurt you are and pick yourself back up. Thankfully, he has an offensive line in front of him protecting him and a pass rush by the 49ers that is garbage. So, offensive line, now this is your chance, offensive line, to shine. Let's give the offensive line some love and some motivation this week. This is your time to shine. Protect your quarterback who has an oblique injury going on. Don't let nobody sniff him. Nobody looks him in the eyes. None of that. I was watching film last night, and for the most part, man, the offensive line was protecting their rear ends off against the Niners last game. Let's continue that, man. That pocket was beautiful. Let's keep the good times rolling.
You've got more of that film study coming up at 10:30 before we get to it. Curtis, you mentioned someone in our show email that struck you yesterday once the conversation about Sam Darnold potentially missing this one arose. What was it?
Yeah, the conversation around Sam Darnold shifted quickly, where at the beginning of the day, people are like, wow, Sam Darnold, can he get the job done? Is he just simply a game manager? Like, don't ruin things, Sam.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Like, don't
mess
throw
up.
that interception. And then as soon as the injury happened, everyone's like, oh, they have no shot without him. they are going to get blown out without Sam Darnold as their quarterback. Like, I think his importance to this team is a lot bigger than what people are willing to admit.
Yeah, because I think that if you truly thought, they're basically carrying him, it doesn't matter, then you wouldn't feel anything if you had to find out Drew Lock or even Jalen Milroe would be playing. You go, okay, oh yeah, fine. Quarterback's replaceable on this team. But that's not the reaction at all around the league.
You don't know what you got till it's gone.
I know that's right.
That's what it is right there. And I think that was a reality check for everybody. You need this man. You need this man to win this ball game. I think Drew Lock could come in and win you a game. But how confident do you feel in a guy who hasn't taken one real snap this whole season? Not very good. All you asking for Milroe, simmer down now. Let's sit down, have some coffee, and let's talk about this. But you need Sam to win this ball game. I'll take Sam at 85% to win this ball game because thankfully this run game has been hitting. There are ways to get him easy throws into the flats and across the middle. You can manipulate a game to fit your quarterback and what he has bothering him. So, yeah, this makes this game a bit more interesting, though. And the Niners know it. We know it. Let's line up, man. I can't wait till tomorrow, man. I'm a golf in the morning. It's going to be a beautiful day. I get to golf in the morning and then go to the pregame and watch this all go down.
You're going to have a very long day, but the fact that it starts with golf and includes a playoff game is pretty sweet.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Just sprinkling my kids for like an hour, and it'll be perfect.
That's enough. That's enough.
That's enough.
You know what I think is interesting about today? Today being a football Friday, powered by the Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel. You haven't mentioned once that we're twins today.
Are we? We on camera we look like twins.
What do you mean, are we? Look at us
reality,
right
we
now
kinda
on
look
the
like
stream.
triplets.
Look at us right now on the stream. Look at us.
Hey,
If you're not.
low key the stream be lying though.
What are you talking
Because
about?
our blues look a lot closer than what they really are.
They are.
They're pretty close.
Why are you fighting this?
I'm not fighting it.
Stage lighting?
I always try to match with you guys because you guys have such similar closets, and every time I'm wearing something even similar, I get so excited. I'm like, oh my God, we're coordinating as a show. How fun. Look at us three
We're
today.
doing it. We're doing it. Is that a sign?
Simpatico.
I was elated when I walked in and saw this, that we were all twinning
You know the
today.
only way all four of us will be twinning.
Matt.
We got to show up in black because Matt is the black
Matt,
top
if you
champion of
talk
the world.
and Curtis
It's like
talks, are we
Johnny
all on
Cash.
camera?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. I've never been so thankful to be wearing my black station pullover today.
Oh, I'm so happy. All right. Curtis, are we saving this Mina Kimes take for later, or can we play it now?
We can play now.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. I wanted to stick with the Sam Darnold conversation. We were going to talk about a bit later in the show. Hey, the Seahawks win if. This is what Mina Kimes said on First Take.
I think he's the most important player in this game because I believe if Sam Darnold doesn't turn the ball over, the Seahawks will win. If he does, the Niners have a chance multiple times, especially. Going back and watching the Week 18 game between these two teams, obviously, which happened, the other thing that struck me, aside from the Seahawks defense completely dominating the Niners, was that the Seahawks coaching staff, the offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak, really tried to protect Sam Darnold. It was a game plan designed to protect him from making the sort of errors that have come up over the second half of the season. He had a 5.2 air yards per attempt, average depth of target, second lowest of the year. They were very run heavy, very successful doing so. Now he hit on a few shots off of play action when they got the looks they liked. I think that's what he's going to have to do in this game in some key moments. But for the most part, guys, they can reproduce, I believe, they can reproduce that Week 18 result as long as he doesn't turn the football over.
Okay, we have a lot to dissect from Mina here in the last 3 or 4 minutes. First, was the game plan in Week 18 for Sam Darnold, do you think, intentionally conservative to avoid him making mistakes? This is a battle for the #1 seed at the time.
I don't know if it was intentionally conservative. And I hear a lot of people saying that. I think you go into this game plan and you're saying, we are going to run the football. And you start to run the rock. You start to have success. You're like, okay, let's stick with that. The Niners, believe it or not, I'm watching the film, did a good job on the back end playing man. Like, they were sticky. They were sticky. There are times where Rashid Shaheed, let me tell you this, Rashid Shaheed could be the X factor in this game. If they want to man up the way they did last game, there were times where he was butt naked on a Sunday, but Sam is looking towards JSN when he sees man, rightfully so, best receiver in the league. I'm sure they saw that film. Rashid Shaheed is getting by these guys. If they want to come out and play man or even play a tight quarters the way that they play, he could be the X factor. But going back to your question, no, I think that you get into a game and you let the game decide what it's going to be.
Yeah.
And he has the capabilities to throw the football deep. We know that. But you want to dominate on defense and put these drives together that wear this defense out. I think that's what it is. It's like when you get into a fight, a heavyweight fight, and you're going up against a guy who's slightly bigger than you, has more reach than you. You want to tire him out. You want to slow him down. And I think that's what the Hawks did. Not to say that the Niners were bigger and had more reach, but that was the approach. So I think that it wasn't we don't trust Sam.
Yeah.
It was this is what's working for us right now.
Okay, I'll say this. There are elements of an explosive pass game that are just missing right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know that that's intentional, right? To start the season, not even to start the season, through the first 8 weeks of the season, one of the conversations that we were having, that analysts were having, that outside critics were having about the Seahawks is Sam Darnold is facing more base defense looks than any other quarterback in football. Is that why the run game can't get going? We don't know, but it's certainly allowing for some explosive pass plays to JSN. Sam Darnold finished the season as one of the most explosive passers in the league, but that's heavily weighed towards the first 8, 9, 10 weeks of the season. And then beginning with that Rams game and onward kind of tones down a little bit. It doesn't mean that there aren't explosive pass plays, but bump. In the last 3 weeks, the answer to this is not 0. It's not a trick question. In the last 3 weeks, how many pass plays over 30 yards does Sam Darnold have?
2.
1. And it was a short pass to K9 for a 46-yard touchdown. Technically a 46-yard passing touchdown, but just a catch and run. And so I'm wondering if I don't think that that's an intentional thing to limit him and limit those turnovers.
I think you're missing one.
What do you think? Am I?
Mm-hmm.
Which one? Oh my God. Yes, because you looked at the film. How perfect. Wow. I accidentally led into my 10:30 tease. That's coming up at 10:30. Sometimes the work just does
What a
it
pro.
itself.
What a pro.
You know what I mean? You can't teach this. You just have it or you don't. It's kind of like how we didn't
Walter
plan.
Cronkite in studio there?
Yeah, we didn't plan to all match today, but that's just what happened because it was written, you know?
It was written.
I didn't plan for you to basically do that tease for me, but it just happened.
Just works that way.
Because it was meant to be.
Flow state.
And much like the Seahawks are meant to win this Saturday night, sometimes things just fall into place. Let's get to headline rewrites.
Extra, extra, real
Headline rewrite.
Must make headlines.
The real story behind the headlines in today's news.
Powered by Bay Alarm Security Services.
With Bump and Stacy.
Headline number 1. Kyle Tucker is signed with the Dodgers on a 4-year, $240 million deal. What's the real headline?
They can't keep getting away with this. I've used that more than once for the Dodgers. It felt fitting to do it again. They can't keep getting away with this.
The Dodgers hit me up and asked me what my ring size was for the 2026 season.
Wow. Okay.
I said, listen, guys. I said, guys, hold on, guys. Let's wait until we're at least a month in before we start talking crazy. But no, this is wild. But listen. Curtis texted us the other day. There's going to be a lockout in 2027. There's going to be a lockout. I mean, and it's mainly because of what teams like the Dodgers are doing. The Dodgers said, "Oh yeah, go out and see what's out there." Oh, Mets, 220 mil. Okay, come back. We'll offer you 240. Whatever the Dodgers want, they're going to get. They'll pay that little luxury tax and not even blink once. You got Shohei Ohtani, who's deferring $68 million out of his $70 million a year payout for later. Like, they are manipulating the game. They're controlling the system. And it's jacked up because I understand that other organizations aren't capable of doing this. But it's going to lead to a 2027 lockout. Well, let's just make sure we three-peat before that happens.
2 teams in MLB history have three-peated, one more than once. Who are they?
Say it
The
again.
Yankees.
Yes.
And
The other team to three-peat in
Oakland
MLB.
A's.
The Oakland A's.
Of course. Is that on the quiz today?
No.
Okay.
for Niners. No, it's not. It's just on the quiz for right now. I love trivia. I don't see. I was about to say I don't know if it happens for the Dodgers, and I have no reason to say that it won't, except that it's going to happen for the
You
Mariners.
still got to play.
Yeah,
Still got to play.
that's true. What's next?
Headline rewrites.
Headline number 2, the Rams will take on the Bears on Sunday in frigid temperatures at Soldier Field. What's the real headline?
Is this where a Rams' red-hot offense starts to cool? You know, despite the Panthers really challenging them and trying to advance for an upset, the Rams still ended up scoring the most points in Wild Card Weekend.
That's what they do. Matthew Stafford is for real, man. I mean, he should be the MVP, right? I thought maybe that last week would deter voters from going his direction, but no, I think he's the man. He's a guy with 46 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He's liable to go off at any moment, and he has weapons around him. You got Puka. Kobe Parkinson is playing his butt off as well. They look good, but I think the Bears have a shot. I think they have a shot because the Bears are like that rookie who doesn't know any better, who doesn't realize I'm in the Super Bowl and all these plays are extremely important and I don't want to mess things up. They go out there just free and loose and tossing the ball up. And I'll say this again, Caleb Williams, the best thrower of the football in the league right now. I went back and watched some of his throws against the Packers. Ain't nobody doing those throws. Pat Mahomes ain't making that throw on 4th down.
Stop right now.
He's not. Look at it. Pat Mahomes is not making that throw. That is so hard to do. I'm impressed by this dude, even though he's completing 50% of his passes.
Yeah.
I think next year
50% he does complete.
Yeah, it's amazing. But I think next year he'll be even better, and I need him to be his best because I want the Bears.
Okay, is that their secret sauce to advance past the Rams? Is it takeaways from Matthew Stafford? They could repeat what the Panthers did. Panthers didn't turn the ball over and then got 3 takeaways.
You ever play what was that fighting game called, Curtis? Was it Tekken?
I think you're thinking of Smash Bros.
So.
Tekken, right? You remember the Drunken Master? The drunk guy used to fight?
Yeah.
That is Caleb Williams' style. He's the drunk master, and he's just letting the ball go.
He's got a loose body.
Yeah, it's unorthodox. It's like, how you defend that? It's unorthodox. He's a drunken master. I need the drunken master to show up and get this game.
Headline rewrites.
Headline number 3, Josh Allen and the Bills take on the Broncos in Saturday's early game. What's the real headline?
God, if only Josh Allen's best chance to win a Super Bowl wasn't in a year when the Seahawks are going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's really a shame.
Sorry, Joshua.
Sorry, Josh.
You have a beautiful life.
Yeah.
MVP.
Beautiful wife.
Beautiful wife. I mean, goodness gracious.
They got a baby on the way.
They do.
Really,
She's
congratulations.
pregnant on the red carpet at the Golden Globes.
Congratulations.
Glowing.
I'm not jealous
Why wasn't
at all.
Josh there?
Deadbeat dad. What was he doing that weekend?
Look, I think he can get it done, but it's gonna take him throwing for 3 and running for 2, and that run defense somehow stepping up and doing their thing.
They're not going to.
But the Broncos, man, with 68 sacks this year, they got several guys with 7. They got one guy with 14. It's gonna be tough, but I still got them winning. I think that Bo Nix is gonna clench those booty cheeks and toss up a couple of interceptions.
I, in our bracket for work, had the Broncos advancing, but I'd like to take that back. I think you're right. I think the Bills are going to move on. I don't have faith in Bo Nix. Maybe shame on me. Maybe I'll learn a lesson. I was wrong about so many of my wild card picks this past weekend, but I just don't know if he can meet the moment. That defense is the defense is doing for Bo Nix what people think the defense is doing for Sam Darnold.
Stacy, you're in second to last place.
Why did you have to say that right
Because
now?
you
I thought we
came at
settled
me
this
the other day.
yesterday.
You
No,
came
but
at me the
then
other
I said
day.
I'm so sorry I did that.
Man.
Okay, I didn't apologize, but I did. I was mistaken because it said Michael. It said Michael and Stacy.
Yeah, this is bumping Stacy.
There's another Michael.
It's bumping Stacy.
Yeah, well, I just went straight to my name first, obviously. I wasn't looking for bump. Where's Stacy? And then I saw Michael, and I thought that me, you, and Brock were at the bottom.
No, I'm at the top, but no, Matt's at the top actually. But this is
Not at the very top.
very
Close,
top.
but
Club
not
A.
at the top.
You're looking down at a lot of people right now.
Yeah.
Looking down.
It's really annoying.
Peasants.
It is really annoying that the person who cares the least is in second place.
That's usually how it happens, though.
For the second year in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a gift.
I think it says more about you guys than it does me.
It's that person who wins a fantasy football league and they're like, oh, I forgot to change my lineup again for this weekend. Thursday night football, they play Thursday night too, and then they just crush you. God, how'd this happen?
Hey, it'd be like that sometimes.
I know. I think you're right, though. I believe in the Bills. What about the Pats? You're taking the
This is tough.
Texans?
This is tough because that defense is something special. But Vrabel will have those guys ready to go. They'll be coached up. My white son plays for the Patriots. So my heart is saying Patriots. My head is saying Texans. I believe I have the Texans moving on, though, on my bracket.
Okay. So Texans,
But in
Bills.
real life, Patriots, though.
Texans Bills in the championship game would be fun. Neither's won a Super Bowl. Have the Texans appeared in a Super Bowl at all? I don't think so, right?
Nope.
Yeah, Bills obviously have, heartbreakingly so. Never won, but I love that you could have a first-time Super Bowl appearance and a first-time Super Bowl winner, maybe, this year in the NFL playoffs. Always nice when it's something new. Okay. Heads up for 12s in Soto on Saturday without a ticket to the game. The Mariners are throwing a watch party at Victory Hall. This event's open to fans of all ages, so doors to Hatback and Steelhead's Alley open at 11:30. Victory Hall opens at noon, and from 1 to 4:30, they're going to have a DJ and live music, plus food trucks. I love a food truck. You know what I mean? Well, what I love, there's this place in Vancouver where my parents live where they have like 20 or 30 food trucks that are all in the same area. And you can go and you get like 5 things that are
Kind of
totally
a
unrelated.
Portland area thing.
Yeah, it's by Portland. So maybe they borrowed it. Maybe they borrowed the concept.
Well, yeah. Food truck scene in Portland is
Crazy.
Unreal.
Really?
Never been.
Oh, yeah.
I've been to Portland, but
I've
not
been
to the food truck.
Same. This is my first time doing anything like that. And I was like, this is amazing. Why don't they do this everywhere? You can get pierogies and a hot dog and sushi.
There's a spot in LA I went to for Thanksgiving. 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Food trucks hopping.
Okay. Well, there's going to be food trucks here, plus drink specials, tailgating games, and you can watch both playoff games on a 23-foot screen. Bold Take Friday coming up at 10:45. Coming up next, Bumps Film Study. Some breaking news.
First, with breaking Seahawks news.
Sam Darnold is questionable for Saturday with an oblique injury.
Stay with Seattle Sports for the very latest.
We'll be getting some treatment, but I feel really confident about going on Saturday.
Get instant, up-to-the-minute breaking news alerts from the Seattle Sports app.
I feel like I'll be ready to go for Saturday.
There we have it.
And SeattleSports.com is the place for reaction and analysis.
The oblique injury is kind of annoying.
And we're streaming live on the Seattle Sports YouTube channel.
If you've been in a wreck or a fender bender,
you have the right to take your vehicle to any repair facility, not just where your insurance company tells you to go. Accurate Auto Body has been family owned and operated since 1994, and they work for you, not your insurance company. With over 25 years of auto repair work, they'll exceed your expectations.
we meet by accident, fixing every last dent. Accurate Auto Body.
At Accurate Auto Body, all their work is performed by certified technicians, only using OEM parts to guarantee the safety of you and your family. For the best in auto body collision repair and customer service, give them a call at 425-883-2450 or AccurateAutoBodyWA.com. Your insurance company may not love them, but you will, because
we meet by accident, fixing every last dent. Accurate Auto Body.
As a quarterback, you cannot run a winning play with a messy playbook. And most companies' data, well, it's a mess. AI is changing the game, but if your data is scattered, you're stuck on the sidelines. Brock Heward here, and this is where my friends at Marquee Data come in. They get your data in shape, clean, connected, ready to perform, so you can finally put AI to work for your business. Whether sales, finance, or operations, every smart move starts with the right data. So head to mydataqb.com to draw up your game-winning data play today. That's Marquee Data or mydataqb.com.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first, on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-771-1300. That's 800-771-1300.
The road to the Super Bowl runs through Seattle.
Listen to the 12th man.
and Seattle sports on 710, the home of the Seahawks.
IRG Physical and Hand Therapy doesn't just treat injuries, they elevate athletes. From weekend warriors to elite competitors, IRG Sports Institute clinics are built for performance, blending top-tier physical therapy with advanced sports science and personalized training plans. Hey, Brock Hewitt here with Shannon O'Kelly, physical therapist and owner of IRG Physical and Hand Therapy. Why? Why elevate athletes as well?
Because here at IRG, Brock, our motto is we want you to be your best self, your best physical self, your best mental self, and your best community self. At our new IRG Fremont Sports Institute, we're providing that type of care. We've got the latest equipment, the greatest techniques, the providers there that are excited to get you better, basically bigger, faster, stronger. Doesn't matter if you're a weekend warrior, a recreational athlete, an elite athlete, we will make you to be your best.
You'll work with specialists who understand the grind because they've been there. With access to cutting-edge equipment and recovery techniques, you won't just heal, you'll come back stronger. Visit IRGPT.com, IRGPT.com.
Your old furnace ain't nice, and your toes are like ice. DayandNight.net. Day and Night gives you a free furnace or water heater with installation of an AC or heat pump.
If you're not sure your furnace will make it through another winter, call us to install a proper, long-lasting, efficient heating system backed by our lifetime workmanship guarantee, so you won't be left out in the cold.
Install an AC or heat pump and get a free furnace or water heater from Day and Night Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric.
DayandNight.net. This is Chris Davis with the Davis Law Group. Did you know that a pedestrian does not have to be crossing the street on a marked crosswalk to have a successful legal claim against the driver? Pedestrians can even be partially at fault for a collision and still have a valuable claim. Call us today for a free consultation or get my free book on pedestrian accident law at WashingtonAccidentBooks.com. That's Davis Law Group, better service and even better results.
From the Quantum Fiber Studio, you're listening to Bumpin' Stacy.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
On Seattle Sports and 97.3 FM HD2.
Coming up in 30 minutes, NFL Network's Bucky Brooks helps us preview not just Seahawks 49ers, but the rest of the divisional round games. Bold Take Friday coming your way at 10:45. Bump's got some film study. Never in my life have I had so many people say something about matching with someone. You're
I don't know how I feel
fighting
about that anymore.
What do you mean?
I don't know how I feel about that anymore. It was cool until somebody came in here and kind of like questioned.
I don't know that he questioned it. I think he just observed. I think G. Scott made an innocent observation about us. And, you know, I think it's cool that we're matching. I think it's fun. I think it speaks to our friendship. I think it speaks to our connectedness ahead of this game. So, anyways, so you were watching a bunch of Sam Darnold film. Yesterday, you had a great breakdown on every single one of Sam Darnold's interceptions where you tried to find patterns and notice any trends. And today you looked at something else. What was it?
I'm looking at the way he's pushing the ball down the field or the way he's not pushing the ball down the field. And it really started when I was listening to some analysts talk about, you know, Kubiak is changing the game to make Sam Darnold comfortable. He's not pushing the ball down the field. And I just wanted to, you know, fact check that. So I go back and I watched film and I looked at the 2 games against the Niners. In the 2 games against the Niners, there were 3 passing plays with 20-plus air yards, 1 completion. That was a 40-yard catch at JSN down the sideline going towards the north end zone. All right, so then I'm like, when people talk about Sam Darnold, they break him down into 2 halves. It's kind of 2 halves. Before the Rams, after the Rams. That's how people talk about him. All right, so on the year, he has 44 pass attempts of 20-plus air yards. He has 26 completions. He's completing 60% of his passes, 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. All right, so before the Rams game, he had 23 attempts, 17 completions, 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. 73% completion rate with footballs traveling 20-plus yards through the air. After the Rams game, 21 attempts. This is including the Rams game. 21 attempts, 9 completions, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. 42% he is completing 20-plus air yards. So obviously something is off. The attempts are around the same, 23 and 21, but teams are doing some things to kind of confuse him a bit. He started to get a bit more pressure. Teams are blitzing him a bit more. But then I'm thinking, all right, so if the attempts have gone down in the last 3 games, he has something like one attempt over 20 yards, no completions. They're dinking and dunking. Is it Sam Darnold? Is it Kubiak? Or is it something else? So then I went back and I said, all right, well, let's talk about the run, because the run affects the whole game. The run is going to determine whether you're going to spread them out and throw the football or going to pack it in and do some things, right? Every game has its own identity. So let's go back to the before the Rams game conversation. Before the Rams game, they were averaging 30 run attempts per game, 1,029 yards, averaging 114 yards per game. Not bad, not great. After the Rams game, 235 attempts, 29 attempts per game, averaging 133.5 yards per game. All right, so I think there's a dance that's happening. I think now we see that Sam has lost some confidence throwing the football down the field, yet we're running the football. So if we go through the whole second half, you can look at the numbers and say, well, yeah, the attempts are down, but you narrow it down to like the last 3 or 4 games when the run game is really getting going. It makes sense that they're not pushing the ball down the field. The last 3 games, running the football, 171, 163, 180. Only one time in the last, 8 games have they not rushed for over 100 yards, 50 yards against Indy. In the first half, before the Rams game, there were 4 times where they did not rush for 100 yards collectively as a team. So I say all that to say, yes, I think there was a time where Sam lost some confidence. Obviously, when you throw 4 interceptions against the Rams, you're going to be a bit hesitant. But I also think that him being a bit hesitant allowed Kubiak to kind of lean on the run a bit more and get that going. So now you get to a place where you're playing against a team that you already beat up, and you're not going to be required to to throw the football down the field the way you had to start, because the first 3 games, you rushed for 84, 117, 87. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, I got to do something to get this run game going. I'm relying on Sam a bit too much. And then you get to that LA game and things go all crazy. This is the progression of a football season. You're constantly trying to figure out what is necessary for my team right now. And right now, what's necessary is you keep running that thing. Yeah. You rush it 25 times, 36 times, 39 times, 171, 163, 180. Teams are bringing a bit more pressure. The Niners were aggressive on the outside, man to man. So, yes, I think it's a combination of Sam not having confidence coming out that Rams game, but him not having confidence coming out that Rams game, force Kubiak to lean on the run a bit. The run gets going, and now you're thinking, okay, this is the type of team we are. We're going to beat you up in the run, dink and dunk. Defense is going to suffocate you. Every now and then we'll toss it up, but we don't necessarily have to.
I think that was my question for you, so I'm glad you ended with that point. I'd love to expand on it a little bit more. One of my big things whenever I see, and everyone's like this, whenever you see a stat change or shift is this happening because it's forced to, or there's something wrong, or is this happening because it's a choice? And I think that's where I was with explosive pass plays. Are they not as explosive in the pass game because they can't, because there's an issue, or because it's a choice and they don't need to?
So like I said Rashid Shaheed has been open a few times in the last 2 to 3 games, and Sam's not seeing him because once he sees that man coverage, he's locked in on Jason and says, I'm going to go to my best receiver. I think that the ability to make these plays is there, and I think that that bye week is going to hopefully open up Sam's eyes a bit and Kubiak's eyes. I'm sure he sees it and says, look, don't be afraid to take a shot here. Don't be afraid to take a shot there. Sometimes you just need that encouragement, that push. Like, all right, don't be afraid to take a shot. But be smart and play some good football. They're drawing the plays down the field. They're drawing the plays to hold safeties.
So it's not a lack of trust.
No. There are plays out there to be made throwing the football down the field. But when you lose a bit of confidence and when you're just trying to do the right thing, you're going to go through your first read and just take it. And I think that's what Sam's been doing. I'm going through my progression, and if I get to 1 and 2, 2's open, boom, ball's out, which I like. I love that. But if you see a man situation and you see Deuce by himself, well, you got to start looking that way because he's beating guys. No one can run with Deuce. Nobody can run with them. And I know they see that on film. But what's your security blanket? I'm not mad at running the football 35 to 39 times when you're beating these guys up like that. So it's the Hawks have the capabilities to do whatever they want to do on the football field offensively. They can throw it deep. They can go intermediate. They could run the football. When Sam throws the ball against the Niners, 10 to 19 yards. All right, last game, he had 6 passes, 10 to 19 yards. He was 5 for 6 for 90 yards, averaging 18 yards per pass. Why go away from that, right? The intermediate is working for you. So, yes, I know people want to see him push the ball down the field, which he can, but what's the high percentage play? Run the football, take the intermediate, every now and then push the ball down the field. I think to start, because you didn't have all that film out on him, you're boom, down the field. People weren't believing in JSN. Boom, down the field. So now defensive coordinators adjust. They keep too high. They bracket him when he crosses the field. Intermediate is going to be open, running the football. It's a safe game. But every now and then, you're going to have to open up and show that cannon.
Okay, so how would you start this game if you were Kubiak, if you were Seattle's offense? How would you like to see them start? And then what's an opportunity you'd love to see them take?
I'm getting in 22 personnel. We are running that thing.
Okay.
We are running it. I'm getting in 12.
Stay
and we
with
are
what
running
works.
it. Yeah, beat them up like that. And then the game will open up for you. The more film I watch, the more I'm encouraged with how Kubiak has been able to just to support his quarterback in this offense and to take what they're doing well and just enhance that thing. So everyone calm down. The big plays are still there. They've had a week to watch this film. Deuce is going to make 1 or 2 big plays on Saturday.
Someone said, I think you two matching today is kind of weird.
This is what Stacy lives for.
Oh, God. I love it when these two act. And Curtis is too. You just can't see him as regularly. I love it when these two reluctantly match with me.
It's the Spider-Man pointing meme.
That's what it is. We're all pointing at each other. Get your bold takes in for Bold Take Friday, 866-979-3776. That's next.
2 wins away from the Super Bowl.
It's time to eat, boys.
The first obstacle, a hated rival.
Purdy has time, throws to the middle, intercepted.
Victim to some of the greatest playoff moments in Seahawks history.
Welcome to the dark side. Richard Sherman tips it. Whole city going up like it's our time.
Seahawks, 49ers.
All teed up.
The divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
You know how we do it. Better bring your hard hat when you kind of looming.
Tomorrow night, kickoff at 5 on the home of the Seahawks.
You are now entering the dead zone.
Seattle Sports.
Welcome.
Tons of stuff happening this January, and believe me, whatever you're into, you can have an absolute blast doing it at Silver Reef Casino Resort. Take, for example, the playoff games. Watch every game at Porter's Bay Sports Bar and Book. You can cheer loud with the 12s and enjoy steak dinner at their steakhouse on property after. Stay the night in one of their deluxe rooms and wake up feeling like a winner. If dry January's your kick, enjoy a relaxing stay at the spa and get a good night's rest. If you want to test your luck, winter warm-up drawings every Friday for a chance at 5 Gs and polar payouts every Saturday for a chance at 10 Gs. Claim your free daily entry at any promo kiosk on property. It's all you have to do to enter. Silver Reef Casino Resort is the spot. Check it out if you haven't. If you've been there, you already know what you are missing. Stay tuned. They have events for the big game and the Garth guys. The tribute band to Garth Brooks coming soon. Drive up I-5, exit 260, silverreefcasino.com.
Our number one thing with them is always like, hey, welcome someone in and assure them that they're in the right place. We're going to take care of them.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
Yay to Bruce, the streaming king.
With quantum fiber internet, he's gonna binge.
He wants more, he's got to have more.
More bedtime true crime.
More podcasts in the shower.
Quantum fiber Wi-Fi has the power. More fast internet speed.
He's got the gigs to go big, bring him the game.
Right now.
And his royal we.
More sports non-stop. His quantum fiber's on top. Yay to you.
Switch today at quantumfiber.com. Limited availability, service and speed in select locations only.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
See country star Aaron Lewis and the Stateliners at Muckleshoot Casino Resort March 24th at 8 p.m. and now an added show on March 25th. Get your tickets now to see Aaron Lewis at muckleshootcasino.com.
Guys, low energy, low drive, or strength not what it used to be? For many men, it's low testosterone. At Revive Men's Health Washington, start with a free T-check exam and consultation to get real answers. And this month only, qualified patients may receive 25% off testosterone replacement therapy. Call 206-529-1111 or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Terms apply. Must medically qualify.
Heading outdoors or on the water this weekend? Check in with Joey and Nelly on the Outdoor Line from 6 to 8 a.m. every Saturday on Seattle Sports and the Seattle Sports app.
Here's what you can look forward to when you get your windows replaced. The whole house being way warmer and a lot quieter. Dave Wyman here, and when we had finally had it with our old windows with broken seals, we called Harley Exteriors. They were incredibly friendly, professional, and absolutely knew their stuff. Harley Exteriors windows are a massive upgrade. They keep heat in and noise out. Plus, they're truly gorgeous windows. I said, you guys must use a different type of glass, and sure enough, it's their Olympic series, which is manufactured here in the Pacific Northwest and exclusive to Harley Exteriors. Harley Exteriors has a special offer for Seattle sports fans. Buy one window and get the second 40% off. No payments or interest until 2027, and take an additional $200 off your project. Call 833-HARLEY or go to harleyexteriors.com. Schedule your free consultation today. That's harleyexteriors.com.
You gave years, maybe decades to your job. You showed up, worked hard, and planned for retirement. But now the company's changed, or maybe you've taken a buyout or been forced into early retirement. So what happens next? I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. And if you've built up a 401k or thrift savings plan, now is the time to ask, is that money really working for you? Many workplace retirement plans offer limited options and even less guidance. At Trajan Wealth, we help people just like you roll over their accounts into IRAs with more flexibility and personalized investment strategies built around your goals. For households with $500,000 or more, let us build you a personalized plan. We operate on veteran values, service, trust, and doing what's right. Your next chapter starts now. Call Trajan Wealth, 206-466-3300. That's 206-466-3300.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
It's time for Bold Take Friday.
Get your bold takes in for Bold Take Friday, your predictions for the divisional round of the playoffs, 866-979-3776. My bold take, my bold non-football take, is that the three of us are going to once again accidentally match on Monday.
Monday?
I'm not even going to tell you guys. I'm really going to leave it up to chance. I'm going to roll the dice.
You never tell us. You never wake up and say, hey, guys.
Oh, come on. Matt, I told you we got to
today.
use the NFL injury music for bad takes. Matt and I decided we're going to use the sad da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na when someone has a bad take or a joke that falls.
With this one.
They were. This is going to be when someone says something stupid that Matt doesn't agree with. Yeah, Matt's going to play that. One of our coworkers saw us on the big screen in the lobby and had this to say about
I
our
can
look.
honestly say I've never in my life come to work the same as a white coworker woman.
She
I
said
wonder who
you're
said that.
You're matching with these white women on accident? Wow.
She matching with me.
What?
I ain't
No.
matching with her.
It's so funny
She
when
matching with me.
it's even better when Curtis turns his mic on because then it's the three of us. All right, get your real football takes in. 866-979-3776. Bump, do you have one to get us started? I have a couple at the text line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready.
Okay.
So I told you, Deuce, Rashid Shaheed, he will get loose. He'll have a receiving touchdown and a return touchdown. He's going to put 14 on the board all by himself.
Wow.
Matthew. That's hard to do, Matthew. I know you don't watch sports ball, but
my
that is
God.
hard to do.
The pause with Bump when he was waiting for it.
I'm like,
hello.
I was too busy laughing at Bump saying loose deuce.
Deuce, get loose.
866-979-3776. Laura in the 360 said the Seahawks hold the Niners to 3 points again.
Ooh-wee.
Curtis, you got one?
I got one, yeah.
Okay.
The Seahawks are going to do something that they have never done this season.
What?
score more than 13 points against the 49ers.
There you go.
Oh, man.
You hear I reacted to that one? Oh. What is today? 866-979-3776. I actually had a couple people text in that the Seahawks hold the Niners to 3 points again. Do you think they actually do that? I don't. All love.
Do what?
I think hold them to just 3 points again. I think that's so hard
That's
to
tough.
do. That's so
tough.
hard to do. Let's see. Bold take, play action to Shaheed, first play of the game.
Ooh, wee.
Would you do that? Would you consider that?
top.
What would be your first play of the game if you were Clint Kubiak?
I wouldn't mind that because their safety's out. Jair, I think his name is Brown. Starting safety is out. So there's going to be a new guy back there. I'd do it.
Hawks with 2 pick sixes. Two's a lot. I can see a pick six.
They're
though.
trying to get. They're channeling their inner Texans. They had 2 scores on defense.
Crazy. Bold take Friday. Charbonnet and K9 both go over 70 all-purpose yards with a touchdown apiece.
I like that. Buck 40 between them. 2 tutties.
Yeah, the run game has really been. I know you just dove into it, so I don't want to put you on repeat here, but it has been taking off in a way that I think should make a lot of Seahawks fans feel very encouraged about this team's potential heading into this game and knock on wood further.
Mm-hmm.
This game will be sealed, says the Force 06, with a Reek pick 6.
Let's go, Reek. When's the last
Sorry,
time?
they said Reek pick. His second of the
pick?
day.
Oh, no,
His
6.
second of the day. I like the idea of it being sealed. Is there anything better than a day of dominant defense? Actually, I'll just say, without even dominant defense, nothing better than being the team that seals a win with a pick. Just a real exclamation point.
I mean,
just
even if it's like the Texans, the game was already over, but taking it to the house, pick.
It's satisfying.
I in the game like that.
Bold take. D-Law gets another scoop and score. Matt had to think about it.
You
had
need
to
to focus. He's thinking about his symphony.
Lock in.
And all the things he has to do on
Lock in.
Saturday. We need you to focus, Matt.
You're
It's a
part
big-
of the
it's
Bump
big
and
day.
Stacy show here.
It just didn't seem that good.
Okay, so you want to be just blown away a little bit more. Okay, you need to be impressed. Let's see. Bold take. The Seahawks do so well in the first half. We see Drew Lock for a significant portion in the second half.
Whoa.
Not putting your backup in the playoffs.
What is this, high school football? Running clock mercy rule? Got to put your backup in?
Yeah.
You hardly
Just
see
be
that
polite.
in the NFL.
Just be nice. Let's see. Seahawks will do the same trick play the Niners did and score a touchdown. Well, I'll say this. Do you expect a trick play for the Seahawks at any point in the playoffs? It's risky.
No, I don't. They're too sound in what they do and running the rock. When teams are running trick plays, you desperate.
Matt, do you have a bold take?
My bold take?
Mm-hmm.
Traffic won't be that bad leaving Seahawks pregame, and I will be able to make it to Blade Runner on time.
Nice.
No, it's going to be
Blade Runner.
It's going to be awful. Bold
Yeah, it
take.
is.
Brock Purdy gets sacked. Not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, or 7 times.
Oh, man, you
7 times.
It was there for you.
I know.
It was right
He
there
only
for you.
has- He's only been sacked 3 times in 4 games at Lumen Field.
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't
It's not good.
feel right.
That's not good.
It's not
No,
good.
you're
Not
right.
good.
Facts confirmed.
Isn't
That's not good.
Isn't he 4-0 at Lumen?
He is.
I don't like that either. Better make it 4-1.
But you know what? Seahawks, they've never lost at Lumen as the 1 seed.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Bold
These
take.
facts are jacking everything up right now.
Zach has 2 tutties, and Bump's got 4 birdies this
Hey,
weekend.
let's go. Give me 4. I'm making money if I get 4 birdies this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm making money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say a golf thing, but I have nothing to add. Sam Darnold doesn't throw a pick, says the 425.
Okay. I can get with that.
Matt.
Matthew, that's a big deal.
Matt, that's a big deal, Matt.
Matthew.
Come on.
No
I
turnovers.
think you need to be a little more liberal with your use of the air horn. Some people hate it, but I think that it makes everyone feel nice.
So
it's like
every
a trophy.
take is a bold take? Everyone gets a trophy? Is that what we're doing?
Wow. You know what? You're
These
right.
millennials.
You know
these
what?
dang millennials.
You're right, Matt. Please, I
But that
take
was
it
a
back.
good one, though.
You
Sam,
should be
no
a tough
turnovers?
grader. Yeah, I
That's a good
actually
one.
think that is a bold take, but I acknowledge that you make a good point. We can't just be doling out air horns and trophies for every single bold take. Not every take is bold. You know what I mean?
Really put yourself out there, folks.
Yeah. Bold take, Seahawks defense causes a safety.
See, now that one I
They said
could have
Shaheed
waited.
proceeds to run it back for a touchdown.
You can't do both in
I
one
just
play.
didn't read the second half of it because I thought the safety was fun.
I thought the safety was going to get crickets.
Yeah, Matt.
Since we're being a bit more, strict with the air horn now.
Doing it. Okay, let me try to find a very, very, very bold one. Bold take. The defense will allow less than 200 yards. Special teams racks up 14 points.
Are we talking? All right, so there's gonna be.
It's like
we
2
talking field
returns,
goals?
or is that like a
I don't know. We don't know.
block punt return?
Multiple
How do you get to
field goals.
14 without scoring 2 touchdowns?
We don't know. We'll find out. I mean, you could have 2 return
3
touchdowns.
4 field goals and a safety.
I mean, yeah. But you would have to score a touchdown.
Yeah,
at
you
some
need
point.
you need a
Yeah.
tutty
That
in
would
there.
be
That 4 field goals, I'd be frustrated.
We're moving on. NFL Network's Bucky Brooks joins us next.
The one and only Mark Schlereth with Wyman and Bob.
How are you, my friend?
New Year's resolutions, right? Like, I'm going to get in shape this year. My only goal is to become an underpants model. That's all I've ever really wanted. And if you guys know of anybody in the underpants business, let me know.
Dave loves that you call them underpants. He loves it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely shredded.
Get every can't miss conversation on Seattle Sports and the Seattle Sports app.
When the new year hits, every business could use a little something to stay ahead. A lift, a jump start, an edge, or perhaps a boost. Like the all-new 5-year business boost from Comcast Business. It's the certainty of a price lock for 5 years on qualifying internet bundles. Plus, you'll have the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment, so your whole team can stay connected at a great rate. And to sweeten the deal, ask about a $500 prepaid card when you add 2 lines of mobile. It's the boost your business deserves. So sign up for the 5-year business boost and get a 5-year price lock on ultra-reliable Wi-Fi. Plus, ask about a $500 prepaid card. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/22/26. New customers only. 1-year contract required for guaranteed rate. 5-year pricing applies to monthly service charge excluding taxes and fees. Best Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
Breast cancer is a tough battle for anyone to fight. But when you can't work, care for your kids, or even put food on the table, that diagnosis can be devastating. I'm Dr. Suzette Miranda, a plastic surgeon who is proud to support Northwest Hope and Healing. Our mission is to provide a lifeline for breast and gynecologic cancer patients. We cover essentials like food, utilities, and childcare, so patients can focus on healing. For more than 25 years, Northwest Hope and Healing has distributed over $3 million to thousands of local cancer patients, and you can help make a difference in our community. Join us on Saturday, January 31st, for Cork, Fork, and Support, an afternoon of fine wine, gourmet cuisine, and inspiration at Mary Hill Winery in the heart of Woodinville wine country. Get your tickets now for Cork, Fork, and Support on January 31st. Go to nwhopeandhealing.org to learn more. That's nwhopeandhealing.org.
After years of football and the injuries that go with it, my first thought was always go get surgery. Hey, it's Dave Wyman, but after a consultation with Dr. Mark Wagner, MD at Seattle Sports and Regenerative Medicine, my eyes were open to an alternative to surgery, and I'm talking about stem cell therapy. Well, and my buddy and co-host Bob Stelton, also in pain, and decided to go see Dr. Wagner.
I had a hip issue from 14 years of jiu-jitsu.
How's the pain now?
Everything I did before, I can do just as well. Hitting the heavy bag, sparring, rolling, all of that is back in play. This whole thing has been such a pleasant surprise because I really was of the mindset, I'm going to have to go under the knife. I'm going to have to get surgery. And this really saved me from that. I could not be happier with the results.
Whether it's a hip like Bob had, a shoulder, a knee, a wrist, an ankle, before you choose surgery, consider stem cell therapy with Dr. Mark Wagner, MD at Seattle Sports and Regenerative Medicine.
Do it. You will not regret it.
Hey, get the facts, hear from all the patients I've talked to, and schedule your consultation at drmarkwagnermd.com.
I've always wanted to learn French, but the app I tried didn't help.
If you want to memorize words in another language, there's an app for that. But if you want to really learn another language, there's Babbel. Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different. Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Babbel feels like it was created intentionally by people who really know what you need to learn another language. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Want to really learn another language? Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com to save up to 50%. BABBEL.com.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Let's go! This is Seattle Sports.
Streaming through the Seattle Sports app.
KIRO AM Seattle. KIRO FM HD2 Tacoma. Home of the Seahawks, Mariners, and everything Seattle sports. Seattle Sports Snapshot.
The Seahawks host the 49ers tomorrow night for the divisional round of the playoffs. Good news on Charles Cross. He wasn't listed with an injury designation yesterday. There was concern about Sam Darnold's availability after he was listed with an oblique injury, but Seattle's quarterback told reporters there's a near 0% chance he misses this game. Kickoff at 5 p.m. Tune in to Seattle Sports 3 hours before and after for pre- and post-game show hosted by Michael Bumpus.
Snapshot, brought to you by Miller Lite. When it's game time, it's Miller time. From the Quantum Fiber Studio.
This is Bump and Stacy
on Seattle Sports.
Streaming through the Seattle Sports app and at seattlesports.com.
Now, here are your hosts, Michael Bumpus and Stacy Ross. Here we go now.
NFL Network's Bucky Brooks joining us now on the Emerald Queen Casino Sportsbook Hotline. Bucky, how's it going?
It's all good. How you doing?
Fantastic. Getting ready for the Seahawks to obviously host the 49ers here in Seattle. Before we watch this game, I wanted to ask you about how the 49ers got through the wild card round. I'm going to be honest, I thought the Eagles would win this one going into it, but also like around halftime, like I just didn't think the 49ers would win. How'd they do it?
Look, I would say that this is the best coaching job that Kyle Shanahan has done during his time in San Francisco, and I think that's saying a lot considering they've been to 2 Super Bowls. But what he's done is taken an injury-ravaged roster and found a way to get them to play at their best down the stretch and in the postseason. To think that they were competing for a number 1 seed is remarkable given the list of injuries and the key personnel that's on the sideline. Against the Eagles, what you saw is him really get into his bag as a whiteboard wizard. Lost George Kittle early in the game, didn't have Ricky Pearsall, but yet he found ways to get Chris McCaffrey and Kyle Juszczyk the ball and mixed in some trick plays and those things to get the explosives that you need to score. He was terrific, but I think his defensive counterpart, Robert Saleh, was as good in terms of what he was able to do to put a blanket around the Eagles' offense and to keep this team in the game. This is a team that, look, they don't have enough firepower to compete with the elites based on paper, but, man, their coaches right now are operating at such a high level that I wouldn't put it past them being able to win these games.
What do you think their approach will be or should be against the Seahawks and Sam Darnold? Obviously, you've heard about his little oblique tweak. We know that teams like to bring pressure. You think they'll do that or take a different approach?
No, I mean, if they stay according to the script, they're going to line up and play their base defense. They're going to keep the ball in front. They're going to dare Sam Darnold and the offense to move the ball down the field without chunk plays. And then they're going to try and stiffen up in the red zone. They know that they have to play a certain way given the personnel that they're playing with, and they've kind of embraced it. Now, Robert Saleh will throw some wrinkles in there, but he is not one that really loves blitzing. He wants to play his base defense. They want to see if they can out-execute the opponent, and they've been successful with that, particularly because you got a bunch of newbies and backups in. I think they stay status quo. I think they want to heat them up with 4. I just don't know if they have the personnel up front to do it. So see an occasional blitz, but I don't think it'd be a blitzkrieg where they're trying to empty the bucket, trying to come after Sam Darnold.
What's your confidence level in Sam Darnold?
That's $1 million question. I think he acquitted himself pretty well down the stretch. He did really well. Like when you think about the last couple of games, what was riding on those, and he performed well enough to get them to the winner's circle. But the playoffs are different. The environment, the energy, the pressure is different. And I don't care what you say, no matter how well he played down the stretch, he still has to make up for what people will question about his performance last year in the postseason. He'll be nervous, but I feel like the team around him is good enough to carry him until he finds his confidence and composure and plays the way that he's played all season.
Do you think the Hawks can repeat what they've been doing maybe the last 3 games as far as running the football, steady dose of Ken Walker, Zach Charbonnet? They gone up against a couple opponents who aren't great against the run. I guess the Niners on paper were good against the run, but personnel-wise, as you know, they're depleted. You think they can duplicate that?
I think they need to do it. This is a run-first team, man. Clint Kubiak's system really opens up everything when you can establish the run game. When you can get the running game going, then it just opens up all the big plays off play action and those things. The running game is essential because the way that you win playoff games is not only running it to be able to wear down the opponent, but you want to control the tempo. And the way that you can control the tempo is by dominating time of possession. When you do that and you have an offense that creates big plays off play action, that is the perfect way for the Seattle Seahawks to play. I believe Clint Kubiak is going to try and stick to that script because it's been very successful for them, but also because he knows that's the best path to victory in the postseason.
I know that our eyes are on what's happening on the field, but I wonder if one of the conversations about the Seahawks come this Saturday will be about John Schneider, the job he's been able to do with this organization. Bucky, from kind of a 500-foot perspective and looking in on this team, what have you made of their ability to turn it into a number 1 seed, really competitive, just, 2 years after firing Pete Carroll and 3 or so after trading Russell Wilson?
Look, man, I give John Schneider a lot of credit, and I'll say this, having worked for him, having been around him as a player when he was executive, having been a scout in Seattle when he was just taking over, like, he is terrific in terms of his ability to spot talent, but more importantly, his ability to build a team. And him working with Mike Macdonald, they seem to be in lockstep in terms of the type of team that they want to have. When you look at the Seahawks, man, they are so young, but they are so dynamic. They play the game with an emotional maturity that is kind of beyond their years. And I think some of that comes to the kind of guys that you bring in the locker room. And when you talk about the tough pivots that this team has made under his direction, moving on from Russell Wilson a few years ago, getting rid of DK Metcalf and some of the others that might have kind of, I would say, maybe been detrimental to the chemistry in the locker room, man, that speaks to the executive being able to make tough decisions while also stockpiling talent like they've done the last couple of drafts. Everything is rolling. He's done a terrific job. He certainly deserves to be in that conversation for Executive of the Year.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It's been fun watching him build this team. And I think a name that I guess is getting some love now because of the coaching vacancies, but maybe not before that nationally, it's Clint Kubiak and what he's been able to do with this offense. One of the questions was, how's this offensive line going to perform? The Hawks have not been known to have a great O-line, not since 2005, back in those days. How has his scheme allowed this offensive line to develop and play some good football?
Yeah, I think he deserves, obviously, a lot of credit. Rick Dennison also deserves credit. I mean, look, man, he has taken what I would call grandma's recipe and mastered it. If you think about what he does, like his dad has run a similar system, like the offshoot of the Mike Shanahan system where they all were together, and he's put his own spin and touch on it. And what that system does is it values the collective as opposed to the individual. They play on a string. They work together, whether it's their inside-outside zone combinations and some of the other things they do in the running game, but they are on point. And what it allows them to do is to maybe take a lesser athlete, but a lesser player, but maybe a better athlete, a smarter player, plug them in and have a lot of success as a unit, because we always judge the offensive line as a group. And as a unit, they played at a high level. They played at an exceptional level. And because they're so good up front, they've been able to run the ball, but more importantly, they've been able to protect Sam Darnold. And his play has been a result of being protected in the pocket.
What's perhaps the most interesting AFC team remaining to you in the divisional round?
I can tell you, man, the AFC is completely wide open. Yeah. Having been on the Jaguars broadcast team, I can tell you that there's not a prohibitive favorite of any of those teams to come out of it. I can tell you all of them have fatal flaws, but they all are good enough to win it all. The Denver Broncos defense is terrific, but they're inconsistent sometimes on offense unless they go tempo with Bo Nix being able to have complete control. The Buffalo Bills are Josh Allen and company. It's Josh Allen, James Cook, and then a bunch of cast-off and misfits trying to get it together, but Sean McDermott's playoff experience gives them a chance. The Houston Texans defense is terrific, maybe the best defense in the league, including the Seattle Seahawks in terms of the way they play, the violence and physicality that they play with. But offensively, they're just meh. C.J. Stroud hasn't performed well. Nico Collins may not be there, so you don't know how many points they can score. And then the Patriots are young with Drake May, even though he's played at an MVP level. Mike Vrabel has kind of put all these guys together and is making it work. But some would say, like, their schedule, they haven't played top teams throughout. So they all have flaws, but they all are well coached, and they can win on any given Sunday.
It's hard for me not to believe that Josh Allen is going to be able to be the superhero that he is and will this team to a victory. And then you look at the road ahead of him. This is his best opportunity to get to the big game. What do you think the chances are that the Bills pull through?
Well, having been in that game last week, I will say this. The one thing that I came away with is Josh Allen has kind of understood what was plaguing him and the team during the season. Like, he was making too many hero throws, too many mistakes, too many errors. And what you saw is people are talking about the superhero performance, but I saw a guy who just managed the game effectively. And when you have superstar talent and elite management skills, that's when you win forever. And as he's beginning to understand that, particularly in the playoffs, it makes the Buffalo Bills very, very difficult to defeat. Now, the thing about them is they have to control the game with the run. When James Cook is running, when Josh Allen is contributing to that, and the defense is playing a complementary style, they're tough. They can win it. It may not be pretty because they may not be the best team, but they can put a product out there on Sunday that gives them the best chance to be the best team in the stadium, which is all you need to do to win the tournament.
I think that my assumption, and I know it's unfair and very limited, but my assumption has always been, part of the thing you need to win a Super Bowl has to be like that face of the franchise quarterback. It's got to be Patrick Mahomes. It's got to be Tom Brady. And I know there are examples of teams winning without that guy, but I've just kind of assumed that that's some kind of like secret sauce ingredient. And while it's clearly important, is the most important position, I think outside of Josh Allen, a lot of the remaining teams have either really young guys there or are going to lean on defense. Is there a chance that the winner of this year's Super Bowl kind of starts to lean into a slightly different narrative about how you build a contender?
I think there are a few different ways. Like, obviously, the way that you listed, superstar quarterback, elite head coach, you can get it done.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a superstar quarterback, then the rest of the pieces of the puzzles need to operate at an elite level. So, for instance, you talk about Seattle and Sam Darnold. Regardless of whether you think Sam Darnold is elite, we can say you got an elite playmaker at JSN. The offensive line is playing well. Mike Macdonald is a defensive wizard. They give you problems. And defensively, they can dominate the game. They give you a chance. With some of these other teams, the Broncos, you can talk about their defense. The Texans, you can talk about their dominant defense. The Rams have an elite quarterback. The Bears are an anomaly because they can turn it over, and then they have a quarterback that is terrific in the fourth. So all of the teams that are in the tournament is different because you don't have those marquee names at quarterback, but you have teams that are well constructed. I do believe this year's success will lead to some changes in terms of team building. We've already seen a shift back to running the football. We've already seen a little bit of a shift in terms of the way you build your defense. You're seeing how defense is being rewarded now. Those trends will certainly continue in 2026 and beyond. But, yeah, like, you still want a superstar quarterback, but there are other paths to victory if you can build a team the right way.
Yeah, I agree. And that's how I look at Sam Darnold and this team. And, Bucky, we had this conversation yesterday that I'm listening to people talk about how the Hawks win this game, and it all comes down to Sam. Sam, don't be a hero. Don't do too much. And so I went back and I just looked at all of his interceptions. And there are only a few of those interceptions where I felt like he was doing too much. Other than that, I'm like, all right, he was fooled here. That was a poor decision, but it wasn't any hero type of ball. How would you evaluate Sam's game in the way that he plays and approaches passing the football?
Look, I think everyone has always recognized his talent since he came out of USC. That has always been a thing about his talent, his playmaking ability, and those things. The things that you worried about were him deviating from the system and attempting to do too much. Sometimes when you play for bad teams, you can get bad habits and trying to do too much to will your team to victory. The main thing that I would say for him and for the Seahawks in the playoffs, turnovers matter. And because they've turned it over and given the ball away so much, that has to be the number one thing that you talk about in the meeting room. Hey, guys, let's not give it away, particularly when you're playing a team that you're better than. And in this scenario, the Seahawks are better than the Niners. Don't give them anything that allows them to have a short field, allows them to have easy points, make them earn it the hard way. So if he can, I would say, harness his management ability, avoid, I would say, like some of the tight window throws that are forces, take the check down, take the easy things, and just let the game come to him. Yeah, Sam Darnold's good enough to not only win this round, but to win any round that the Seahawks are in.
9 head coaching vacancies not long ago, one since filled, obviously, with Harbaugh going to New York. What are one or two? I say two because my answer would be Baltimore, and that feels easy. What are one or two remaining vacancies, Bucky, that you think, God, that's a team that can really turn this around and do right in 2026?
Well, I think two. Like, everyone will talk about Baltimore because the common denominator is you want to have a quarterback when you go in there. Now, the thing about Baltimore is you got to make a determination on where is Lamar Jackson at. Is Lamar Jackson at his peak? Is he on the verge of declining because his game is so reliant on his athleticism? Is there another way to get him to go to another level as a pocket passer as his athleticism wanes? So that has to be a concern. Defensively, they have some pieces, but I would say the Atlanta Falcons' job is intriguing. And the reason why it's intriguing, particularly because the guy we just talked about, Clint Kubiak, it's intriguing because you have a young quarterback in Michael Penix. You have weapons galore on offense. You have a young defense where they had a bunch of rookies make contributions right away. So if you can get this offense going and you can control the game offensively with that defense playing like it was playing at times throughout the year with the lead, to me, that's the crown jewel job because you have a player that is now in charge of Matt Ryan who understands what it's like. And for me, I'm partial to former players kind of being in there shedding light. I think that situation could be one that we could be talking about in the year like, man, the Atlanta Falcons turned that thing around really quickly because they got the right coach in the right place.
Hey, Bucky, last one before we get you out of here. Expectations for new head coaches, I think, has changed a bit, right? You blame Vrabel. You got to blame Liam Cohen. They've taken teams that were struggling and put them in the playoffs, put them in good position. Is it fair to expect that from Harbaugh in New York? I mean, he does have maybe a franchise quarterback, Malik Neighbors when he gets back. Scatterboo, you got some guys on defense over there. What are your expectations for Harbaugh, and do you think it's fair to give him 1 or 2 years before they start asking questions if he's not turning it around?
No, I mean, it's going to be hard to say, be patient with guys when you see a bunch of first-time coaches have success. Ben Johnson, Liam Cohen, Mike Vrabel. Well, Mike Vrabel's been a head coach before, but they took it over year one. They did it. I would say the common denominator with all those turnarounds is the connectivity and the culture changing that took place. If you go and you look at all those stories and behind-the-scenes access in Jacksonville and New England and Chicago, the coaching staff spent a lot of time building the connection with the players before they dove into the X's and O's. And in today's game, it seems weird that we're talking about professional football, but approaching it like high school, where if you show the players that you care, they buy in, they give you everything, and then the performance takes care of himself. I think for Harbaugh, the first thing he has to do is connect with the players in the building, get them on the right page, get them to think about culturally being a collective, playing like a team. And if you do that, the results will just kind of happen. But, yeah, I think all these new coaches will look to the 2025 class and have to live up to what they did because those teams immediately turned around, some with some personnel, but a lot of it was due to the coaching having an immediate impact on the franchise.
One of the best in the biz, Bucky Brooks. Oh, by the way, if you guys aren't listening to Move the Sticks, the podcast, you absolutely should. Rate, review, subscribe. The latest episode talks about Mike Macdonald and our favorite, Brock Hewer, joins. Bucky, thanks so much.
Thanks, Bucky.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Let's get to 4 Down territory.
This is 4 Down territory, going inside the game with former Seahawks and Coug wide receiver Michael Bumpus.
First down, who is your X factor for the game this weekend?
I've already mentioned him. Matt, what's Deuce going to do?
get loose.
He's going to get loose.
Let's go.
Deuce is going to get loose. I said this, man. I was watching the film, and I could not believe how many times he was running behind these defenders, how many times the safety was cheating over the JSN side, how many times the two-eye safety, the backside safety will bite down and leave a perfect post route to Deuce Rashid Shaheed. He's going to be that guy. He's also going to have a return with some yards. My bold take was a receiving touchdown and a touchdown in the return game. Let's go get it. When you get into these moments, other people are going to have to start stepping up, right? The Rams comeback game, Deuce scored a touchdown and punt return, and that's what sparked that thing.
I think Matt's going to laugh every time.
Shaheed, Deuce, get loose.
I just can't help it.
I know.
Every time.
Second down. How should the Hawks attack the Niners early?
They should attack them in the run game. I'm talking 12 personnel, 1 tight end, 2 running backs. I'm talking 22, 2 tight ends, 2 running back. You remind them that we ran for $180 on you, that we beat y'all up. They also have a safety who's going to be out. Is not going to be able to fill the gaps and the holes when it comes to the run game and helping out the linebackers. The run game has to get going. You know what that's going to do, Stacy? It's going to help that oblique. It's going to be, you know what? I don't have to throw it away down the field.
Yeah,
I can
don't need
dink
an
and
oblique.
dunk and give it to my guys. I can do what I did last time against the Niners, go 10 for 9. Excuse me, 6 passes, 5 for 6 through 19 air yards. I can just dink and dunk. Just make this game simple. Make it physical. Make it simple. Fred's going to be in his suite. Then Bosa's going to be in his suite. They don't even want to be on the sideline because they know what's going to happen. Let's get it.
Third down. What's a false narrative about Brock Purdy?
Man, I believe this too. And again, up late, nothing to do, watching film.
See, you try to tell us. You told us before the show started, I'm more than just a football fan. I have other parts of my identity. And we said, no, you're not. You watch film
It's a
all
big
the
piece of the
time.
pie, yes. It's a big piece of the pie. But I'm watching it, and what do people say about Brock Purdy? He can't throw outside the numbers, right? His arm. And I've fallen into that too. But I just watched last game. He had 14 passes outside the numbers. He had 8 completions. I think that he's best when he's rolling to one side, rolling to the other side. But if need be, he can make those passes outside the numbers. That's not what he wants to do. They want to attack the middle of the field. But Purdy has a better arm than what I think he gets credit for. And I want him to try to hit it outside the numbers so Reed can get a pick, Job can get a pick, and we could help this offense out.
Fourth down. We were joined earlier by NFL Network's Bucky Brooks. Anything stand out from that conversation?
I just like how this defense has always gotten some love, at least the past, 7 games or whatnot. But I'm hearing Bucky talk about this defense. I've heard Orlovsky talk about this defense. RC, Bart Scott, Marcus Spears. It's almost like they're forced to talk about it now because there are only 4 teams left in this game. And with this defense, you don't need Sam Darnold to throw for 300. What did he say? 304 touchdowns. You don't need that from him. And it just shows how complete this ball club is. And it makes me even more excited to watch this game. I don't sleep on any opponent. I think that the Niners are more than capable of putting a game together and beating these guys. This is the NFL. They got some ballers over there. But if this defense can lead the charge like everyone is saying that they can and they should, the Hawks should be okay. Just can't turn the football over. I can handle 1. 2 is going to be tough. Sam's turned the ball over a few times, 2 turnovers in a game. Let me go to his game log real quick. Turned it over twice. Twice against Pitt, won that game. Turned it over 4 times against the Rams. We know that one. Turned it over twice against the Rams, won that game. So look, he's got it in him, and he's fumbled the ball as well. But if you can just limit those turnovers, run that football, take care of the oblique. G. Scott was in here a minute ago talking about, what about next week? I'm not focused on next week. All right, that oblique can just push through this week, and we'll worry about next week if we get there.
Yeah.
So, I just like the way that the national media is now talking about this football team.
I mean, I'm a big proponent of Toradol. It's probably not safe, but I've had a great experience. I wouldn't be surprised if Sam was maybe leaning on a bit of that in this one. No, I still feel pretty confident about this game, about the Seahawks' chances. You know, while you were talking about teams whose defenses are seen as or considered carrying the quarterbacks, you know a team I'm not hearing about a ton? Denver. For being a number 1 seed, maybe they feel disrespected, like they should be talked about more, but I'm not hearing a ton about them.
True, me neither. And I wonder why. What was their schedule like? That was a soft one too?
I mean, I can't tell if it's because people maybe think that anything's up for grabs in the AFC, so maybe it's less dominant. Like, basically from week one, people thought that the Rams, for instance, could go on and win a Super Bowl, and here they are, one of the final 4 teams standing in the NFC. So that conversation and that talk has just built over time, right? It's only strengthened.
I'll tell you this, Stacy. I'm looking at their schedule. I see one quality win on their schedule. They beat the Titans, the Bengals. Are we calling the Eagles quality win?
Yeah.
Playoff team, all right. So 2. The Jets, the Giants, the Cowboys, the Texans, that's a quality.
Mm-hmm.
The Raiders, the Chiefs, Commanders, Raiders. Packers, will give them 3.
Yeah.
Lost to the Jags, Chiefs, Chargers. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
It's a Football Friday powered by the Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel. Earlier this week, we were talking about the conspiracy theory that an electrical substation near the 49ers practice facility might be causing players to suffer injuries at a higher rate. Well, the Washington Post took a deep dive. That's next. Some breaking news.
First, with breaking Seahawks news.
Sam Darnold is questionable for Saturday with an oblique injury.
Stay with Seattle sports for the very latest.
We'll be getting some treatment, but I feel really confident about going on Saturday.
Get instant, up-to-the-minute breaking news alerts from the Seattle Sports app.
I feel like I'll be ready to go for Saturday.
There we have it.
And SeattleSports.com is the place for reaction and analysis.
The oblique injury is kind of annoying.
And we're streaming live on the Seattle Sports YouTube channel.
This is for all you guys on Viagra. ED pills are no longer needed. The brutal side effects like 4-hour headaches, blurred vision, and that flush feeling can all be put behind you with our treatment. Here at West Coast Men's Health, we have a better approach to ED. Acoustic wave therapy creates blood flow circulation by safely removing the plaque in your arteries and restoring function naturally. Guys, let me be clear. Pills will never fix your problem. Our equipment is the latest technology, and our medical staff is the best in the industry. So give West Coast Men's Health a call today. Speak with our clinic manager. Ask him any question you like, how it works, the science behind it, and even the cost. If you suffer from ED or Peyronie's disease, give West Coast Men's Health a call today. It's not just about better health. It's about a better life.
With clinics in Redmond and Tacoma, call 206-519-6541. That's 206-519-6541. Online at westcoastmenshealth.com.
At Les Schwab, we've been changing the tire game for more than 70 years. We design our own exclusive tires to give you more tires made for the roads you drive, less compromise. All backed by America's best tire warranty included in every tire we sell. It's more unbeatable tire warranty, less charging you extra, like the other guys. It's all about you getting more from less. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's orchard.com.
To me, the LJ way is to provide an experience that people really enjoy being a part of.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
We are well into the rainy season, Seattle, but it's not too late to get your roof replaced. Schedule your free estimate at 3treeroofing.com and get $500 off your roofing project this winter. Our certified technicians build a custom plan for your home, ensuring a worry-free installation even in the winter months. Replace your roof now while material prices are low and lead times are short. Stop wasting your time on costly repairs and Band-Aid fixes. Visit 3treeroofing.com to schedule your free estimate today and secure your $500 discount. 3 Tree Roofing, your Puget Sound roofing experts.
Seattle Sports has your chance to win 6 tickets to the Seattle Boat Show, January 30th through February 4th at the Lumen Field Event Center. Head to seattlesports.com/win to enter and to see contest rules. That's seattlesports.com/win for your chance to win.
The road to the Super Bowl runs through Seattle.
Seattle is going to win this football game.
And Seattle Sports on 710 and the Seattle Sports app.
Endless hours of research, seeking referrals, dozens of calls. Hiring the right attorney can be a challenging process during an already difficult time. J.P. Pendergast with Pendergast Law explains.
In Washington State, Tom, there are thousands of attorneys to choose from. Referrals and online research can be helpful, but discovering the right attorney requires a conversation. It can be hard to identify integrity and authenticity without that interaction.
So, what do you recommend?
We encourage anyone looking for personal injury representation to call for a free consultation with our team before making a decision simply based on referrals or online research. Accident victims need an attorney that listens, demonstrates honesty, and is genuinely understanding of their unique circumstances. The care, attention, and preparation that our firm provides throughout the case mirrors the effort involved when taking on the insurance companies.
Save time and avoid mistakes after an injury. Contact the caring and compassionate team at Pendergast Law.
If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident, call Pendergast Law. We can help.
I've always wanted to learn French, but the app I tried didn't help.
If you want to memorize words in another language, there's an app for that. But if you want to really learn another language, there's Babbel. Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different. Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Babbel feels like it was created intentionally by people who really know what you need to learn another language. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Want to really learn another language? Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com to save up to 50%. Babbel.com.
This is The Timeline
with Bump and Stacy.
Brought to you by 1-800-DUI-AWAY.
Earlier this week, we talked about the conspiracy theory that an electrical substation near the 49ers practice facility may be causing San Francisco players to suffer injuries at a higher rate than their opponents. Well, what's that I hear?
I mean, this is an extension of our conspiracy theory from earlier.
Is that Curtis's conspiracy corner?
It is. And I just want to point out how, like, Bump and I, we were fully on board with this. It was Stacy.
Wow.
Who was the unbeliever.
Denying science.
No, I was just
science.
questioning. I was just raising questions. Okay? Curtis, do you want to run with this one?
The 49ers lead the league in injuries since
Thank you.
2014 when they moved into Levi's Stadium.
Okay.
And a lot of people are kind of pointing at the electric substation that's right across the street from the stadium as the reason for it, because increased exposure to substation can damage soft tissue
And cartilage
collagen and stuff like that. Yeah.
So, Washington Post looked into it. According to Frank DeVote, a professor of epidemiology and public health at Bristol Medical School, he said that the theory is nonsense.
What does he know?
Another professor interviewed, Hans Kromhout, these are fake names, said that the explanation seems, quote, quite unlikely. He is an expert on the health effects of EMF.
What does he know?
I'm quite unlikely to seek his help with anything.
And he's done research on MRI techs, line workers, and other people who are exposed to EMF radiation. And he hasn't seen evidence suggesting an increased risk for tendons, ligaments, and bones from this. They did find that MRI techs are more likely to suffer dizziness from exposure to static magnetic fields, but he said the things that he measured, DeVote was talking about the stuff measured by the guy tweeting about San Francisco. The things he measured are actually quite low, kind of like what you would expect in a normal house.
Well, got to roll with science.
So, I mean, I'm just saying, you
rolling
guys
with
started
it.
out pretty strong
Rolling
here.
with it.
Maybe I questioning things was right. You know? No one wants to admit that maybe I was right about this?
No, because you
radio
weren't,
silence.
You
literally.
you weren't fully committed. You were doing what people do when they're not too sure. Like maybe it's, but maybe it's not.
Well, yeah, because I was allowing myself to open my mind and try to entertain that this could be something. I mean, there are definitely players who think this is true. And to be fair, the 49ers have had injuries pile up for a couple years now. I mean, it lines up with the timeline of being next to the substation. So it all totally makes sense. It says from 2001 to 2014, they actually ranked below average in injuries. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'll admit it. But I don't know. Washington Post interviewing a couple scientists who say, these numbers, like the injury numbers are weird, but the actual, like the electromagnetic, I don't even know, being measured is not something that would
I need
cause...
background checks on these scientists.
The Washington Post? Okay.
Maybe they're affiliated with the Niners. They're like, listen, don't put this out there. We need free agents to come here. We don't want people to be scared.
Okay, so...
Bump went from trust scientists to lock the scientists up in like 60 seconds flat. That is amazing.
Said that
Mind your business, Matthew.
The 8.5 measure that they have is nothing to worry about, comparable to the exposure levels from using household electrical appliances. They said some electrical line workers face up to 200 of whatever that is.
They're just getting their brains fried.
Yeah.
Working on that.
However, not all scientists were as dismissive.
Oh.
A professor at McGill University
That's Canada.
My people.
Described an ongoing bloody battle, real quote, between those who view EMF as harmless and those calling for more research. What's this, Curtis? Hit that conspiracy theory music again, because there's another conspiracy theory at work here, one within the electromagnetic field itself, wherein scientists, some people are saying, oh my God, it's nothing to worry about. And other scientists are saying, sound the alarm.
Yeah.
We're studying this wrong.
Nothing about...
The measures we have are wrong.
Nothing about what we do is natural. We're sitting here with microphones, all right? Not natural. It's not the way our ancestors were brought up and evolved or whatnot.
Yeah.
So now you're saying you got athletes next to a super power plant with all this stuff going their way. Nothing about this world we live in is natural.
In an interview, one scientist acknowledged he hadn't actually seen any research specifically on damage to muscles and tendons from EMF.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
You know what's nuts is that there is, in this article in the Washington Post, because it was a guy on Twitter who basically had this theory, there are actually like pretty notable organizations and like people that have partnered with a technology company that, quote, says it significantly reduces the negative effects of EMFs, the UFC, the Minnesota Timberwolves, and various NBA and NHL players, and also the lead singer of the All-American Rejects. Shout out millennial pop punk right there.
You know they're big again?
Yeah, they've
Like
been
Gen
doing
Z,
concerts at like random venues.
which is funny because they're in their like 40s, but I think
Nice.
Gen Z suddenly likes it
Yeah, they're
again.
doing concerts at like
'Cause they
bowling
like-
alleys,
yeah.
people's backyards.
Because to them, the early 2000s is like they don't know that life. It's romantic. It's probably how we were about like 80s day in middle school because
Oh,
we had no knowledge about the 80s,
My
but we could
son's
be like,
school
cool.
has a 2000s day.
That
wow
makes me
that was
feel old.
every day in high school. for
Even if
us.
we were still kids or young teens, I've never felt older.
When I was in college, 80s parties were
yeah,
cracking.
yeah, that's probably how our parents felt, being
Yeah.
like, oh, you think the 80s are cool?
Yeah.
Next up, on Thursday's Bill Simmons podcast, ESPN's Peter Schrager shared how the Rams coaching staff is using Ben Johnson's post-game handshake with Matt LaFleur as motivation heading into their game against the Bears.
That handshake and all that mother F stuff from Ben Johnson did not go over well with the McVay tree, if you will, and around the league. Mike LaFleur is Matt LaFleur's little brother. He's the offensive coordinator for the Rams. And Sean's best friend in coaching is Matt LaFleur. So when you do the utter disrespect and the brazen locker room video where you're saying F the Packers, F that coaching staff, and the social media team clicks go, send it, put it out in the world. And then the next day, when you've got 24 hours to really think about it, to say, no, I'm fine with what I said, and my owner's got my back on that too. This is the the WWE part of this, where there's actual personalities involved. And I think McVay wants to kick the snot out of Ben Johnson. And I think Ben Johnson, who's beaten McVay the last 2 times when Detroit played the Rams, has no problem with that. I'll beat the snot out of you. I love these 2 guys, 2 young alpha offensive minds, going at it in this game. I can't wait.
Didn't LaFleur do it first?
He did. He did do it first. I think his was less aggressive slightly, but it's essentially the same thing. Who cares? I don't care. If I'm Ben Johnson, so what? I know I don't like him. He doesn't like me. I shook his hand. I got up out of there. So what, man? I think that Ben Johnson should move exactly the way he wants to move because it is working for his ball club. Those dudes love him. Chicago loves him. LaFleur, if you have a problem, go ahead and let your little brother handle your business for you.
Dolphins tight end Darren Waller shared a wild story on Johnny Manziel's podcast about how he was the last person to see Mike McDaniel in Miami's facility before he got fired.
I was at the scene of the crime, bro. I think I was the last person that saw him before he got fired, bro. My exit meeting was that Thursday morning from 9:30 to 10. So I get there for my exit meeting, and we're talking for 10 minutes, and he's like, yeah, definitely want you back next year. And we're just reflecting on the year and things that he was thinking about doing different in the upcoming year. And then Stephen Ross kicked the door in at 9:42. And he comes in, joins the conversation. We're just all talking, reflecting on the year. And Stephen Ross is like, well, hey, you back next year, this, that, and the third. And then the conversation kind of hits a lull. And I'm sitting across the desk from Mike. And Stephen Ross is standing there just kind of looking at me like,
it's time for you to get the hell out.
I looked at Mike. He was like, we'll finish the conversation later. Because I didn't know they had the GM search was in full flow. I didn't know what they had big business talk about. We already really done here. We just powwow. And so I go out the meeting. I go downstairs and get a massage. I come up from the massage, check my phone. He's fired. And I'm like, damn.
I'm imagining the pause of yeah, it's crazy, coach. Dead silence.
Just
Ross is staring at him hey, I got to fire this guy. You got to go.
Yeah, it's time for you to dip. And you feel the energy in the room, too. It wasn't like, hey, Mike, how you doing? Hey, come sit down, have a seat. It's it's about to go down.
Time for the IRG injury report brought to you by IRG Physical and Hand Therapy. Josh Jones with a knee issue is listed as out for Saturday. Sam Darnold, as you all know, with an oblique strain is questionable. As a reminder, Mike Macdonald's press conference is coming up at 12:45, where I am positive he will be asked questions about the severity of that oblique issue. Also, wide receiver Ricky Pearsall from 49ers has been a limited participant all week, and he's listed as questionable for this one. And as you all know from news breaking yesterday, Fred Warner has been ruled out for the divisional round by Kyle Shanahan. That was again yesterday afternoon. Hype Train coming your way next.
This is what the NFL playoffs are all about.
The Seahawks win the game.
A dominant Seahawks team, 2 wins away from the Super Bowl.
This is the vision that we had for our team.
Hosting a bitter rival.
Richard Sherman tips it.
In front of the best, loudest fans in the game.
Listen to the 12th man.
Let's go. Seahawks 49ers tomorrow night. Kickoff at 5 on the home of the Seahawks, Seattle Sports.
Welcome to IRG's Sports Injury Update. We're with Shannon O'Kelly, physical therapist and president of IRG Physical and Hand Therapy, and our guest, Dr. Kim Harmon, Deputy Chief Medical Officer of the NHL and head football physician at the University of Washington at Sports Medicine Clinic Husky Stadium.
Dr. Harmon, tell us about sudden cardiac arrest in athletes.
Sudden cardiac arrest is the most common medical cause of death in young people. And so while it's relatively rare, particularly in some sports, it can be reasonably common. It happens about 1 in 2,000 in men's basketball players that are NCAA. And so when an athlete collapses, you should consider that sudden cardiac arrest until proven otherwise. So if an athlete collapses, they may have some seizure-like movement. Don't be fooled that that's a seizure. You should implement your emergency action plan. That involves calling 911, getting an AED, an automated external defibrillator on the athlete, and starting CPR if they remain unconscious. If you put an AED on somebody and they're not having a sudden cardiac arrest, it's not going to do anything. It won't shock them. And so it's just really important to recognize and then to start the emergency action process.
And diagnosis, I mean, we have these preseason physicals. I mean, can you detect this electrical dysfunction in an athlete?
You can detect about 2/3 of the things with an ECG. A regular physical, listening to the heart and listening to the history, is pretty unlikely to detect some of these things that mostly people are born with.
Just be prepared. That's the key here. Be prepared.
Yes.
Good stuff. Dr. Harmon, thank you for your time.
With over 40 neighborhood clinics around Washington, IRG has you covered. Let IRG be your family's physical therapist. Find the location nearest you at irgpt.com. That's irgpt.com.
Guys, if your energy is low, your strength isn't what it used to be, or your drive feels off, it's not just getting older. For many men, it's low testosterone. At Revive Men's Health Washington, you can start with a free T-check, exam, and consultation so you get real answers about your testosterone levels and overall health. And this month only, qualified patients may receive 25% off testosterone replacement therapy. This isn't guesswork or one-size-fits-all treatment. Revive specializes in personalized, closely monitored testosterone care designed to help men feel stronger, sharper, and more like themselves again. With over 120,000 patients treated since 2011, Revive Men's Health is trusted for results, not hype. If you've been putting this off, now is the time to act. Claim your free T-check and consultation and see if you qualify for 25% off TRT. This month only. Call 206-529-1111. That's 206-529-1111. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Terms apply, must medically qualify.
We live here in Washington. I travel all over the state for work.
Affordable short-term rentals help us stay together and make Hazel feel at home.
Now Olympia is considering a huge tax increase on short-term rentals.
Pricing us and other families out, since more than half of short-term rentals here are used by Washingtonians.
Costs on everything are going up.
Please tell legislators not to make our trips more expensive too.
Paid for by Airbnb helps our state thrive. Host PAC.
The road to the Super Bowl runs through Seattle.
Listen to the 12th man.
And Seattle Sports on 710, the home of the Seahawks.
Hey, it's Mike Salk here, and I did used to wonder, do I have enough to retire? Am I missing something? Because I do want to retire, and I'd like to do it sooner rather than later, and I'd love to really enjoy my retirement. I'd love to travel. Well, I don't worry anymore. I don't wonder anymore. I met Trajan Wealth, and now I have answers and a real plan. They're not just advisors, they are fiduciaries, and they treated me like family. So take some of that stress off your shoulders. Call Trajan Wealth and get your plan started today. They'll take the time to determine your own risk tolerance level, along with learning about your goals and your timeline. Working with you, they'll develop a wealth management plan that reflects your values. So call Trajan Wealth today at 206-466-3300. That's 206-466-3300, or go to TrajanWealth.com.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC. SEC registered investment advisor. Client paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Everyone wants to get the best deal they can when they buy a car. But what about when you want to sell your car? Of course, you want to get the most money possible. But how do you get the most you can without trying to sell it yourself? Well, that's where my friends at Wayscar Ford in Auburn step in. Not only will they buy your car today, but that's just the beginning. Once they resell your old car, they send you another check for 50% of the profit of the sale of your old car. They've already given back over $750,000 to their customers. Mark, GM of Wayscar Ford, joins me, and it's such a great offer. But to clear up any confusion, is this like a consignment, and how can you offer this?
It's not a consignment, Stacy. In a consignment, the dealer that's trying to sell your car hasn't paid you yet. We pay you right up front. No more insurance, no more maintenance. All that's gone. After that's done, we pay half the profit. It's that simple. There's no magic to this. All the money we're saving by not buying at auctions, the shipping fees and the travel, we're giving it back to you. That's how it works.
So get the most money possible at Wayscar Ford Isuzu in Auburn and let them do the work.
From the Quantum Fiber Studio.
This is Bumpin' Stacy.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
On Seattle Sports and 97.3 FM HD2.
Still to come at 12:45, we're going to hear from Seahawks head coach Mike Macdonald for his Friday press conference. A lot of curious listeners want to know the latest on Sam Darnold and the severity of that injury. So again, that's going to be airing at 12:45. Also, coming up in less than 15 minutes, opening up phone lines and taking your calls, your question. The Seahawks win Saturday if what? The number is going to be 866-979-3776. Don't call now because Matt will pick up and hang up on you. He's not going to be happy.
He's mean.
He's mean.
Don't call yet.
He's going to be grumpy.
I will say words that I am not allowed to say over the air.
Yeah.
And no one wins.
Don't call Matt.
He'll
Do not
shout
call.
at you.
Whatever you do, don't call Matt. That number is 866-979-3776. You are calling at noon. Let's head to the station for Hype Train. Sam Darnold dealing with an oblique injury, currently questionable for this one. Like I said, we'll hear more updates from Mike Macdonald at 12:45. Until then, this is your prediction. Sam Darnold takes every quarterback snap for the Seahawks tomorrow.
Why would Sam lie to us? He's not a liar.
Not a liar.
Okay, so we know that he's at least going to start the game, but it's how he progresses, which I will be looking at very closely from the press box. And I'm going to put good vibes out there. Why would I say anything other than he's going to take every single snap, unless the game's out of hand, you want to bring Drew Lock in to take a couple knees and call it good. But even then, I still want him on the field to look at that Niners defense and say, yeah, y'all can go home now. So I'm on it. Sam Darnold takes every snap tomorrow.
Boarding the train. The train is that Sam Darnold takes every quarterback snap for the Seahawks tomorrow. Bump is boarding. Curtis, are you?
I am boarding as well. Sam Darnold will be taking every quarterback snap for the Seahawks tomorrow. We're not even going to worry about it. By the third quarter, no one's going to even remember that he's hurt. In fact, I'm going to go a step further.
Uh-oh.
This should have been my bold take. Bold take redo. Sam Darnold not only throws for a touchdown, he catches a touchdown.
That is a bold take.
Wow.
Matt looks confused.
Wow.
Bold takes within Hype Train.
Wow.
It's never been attempted before. A radio first. You heard it here first.
The turducken of radio segments. No, I'm not boarding this train. Because I think Drew Lock is going to take some snaps in the fourth quarter because the Seahawks are going to have this one in the bag.
Okay.
All right. About to say. You might have to exit the show.
Next up. Bills, number 6 seed, but got the best quarterback left in the playoffs with last year's MVP, Josh Allen, and they keep their momentum going and beat the Broncos.
There's very few people's lives that I'm jealous of. And Josh Allen is one of those people that I'm like, your life is great. Great. And you're a baller. And I believe in you. Josh Allen is going to lead his team to victory over the Broncos. He's going to have 3 throwing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, and James Cook is going to have 120 and a touchdown on the ground. Bills Mafia, stand up.
Bills breaking tables because they're going to keep their momentum going and beat the Broncos. Bump is boarding. Curtis, are you?
I just like that this game is being played in a plain state in Colorado because Bills and Broncos, I mean, it just feels like the Wild West, you know?
Oregon Trail type
That's
stuff.
That's right.
It's giving that. I can see it. I can see the vision.
I think the Bills are moving on to the AFC Championship game. I think the Denver Broncos are fraudulent. That's right. I saw somebody say that if you took every one-score game in the NFL and inverse the outcome, that the Broncos have the worst record in football.
So they're lucky. Wow. They're last year's Chiefs.
They are, exactly. And they don't got Josh Allen on their side. They got Bo Nix.
Yeah.
Bo Nix, he's going to throw picks. So Bills get it done. We're boarding that train.
I am boarding as well. All aboard this one. I believe in Josh Allen. I believe in James Cook. I believe in McDermott. I believe in the Bills. They have a lot of question marks and they have some fatal flaws, namely the run defense. But I think that they can get it done. And Josh Allen could be magnificent. And I haven't seen Bo Nix really be magnificent, at least not consistently. He's had 1 or 2 crazy games. But next up. Let's go to the other NFC game this weekend. The brutal weather between Bears and Rams is a boon for Chicago. It gets to the Rams in LA and knocks them out of the playoffs.
Tony once said, it never rains in Southern California. Mm-hmm. Look it up. I don't think you know that
Yes,
song.
I do.
Do you?
It never rains in Southern California.
Wow, it's like Tony's in the studio.
It never rains. No,
Sounds just like that.
No.
Listen, Matthew Stafford can play ball in the rain. We figured that out. Rain, cold, whatever. My man's 1-9. But his numbers are crazy. He's got a 500-yard game. in the rain, snow, sleet, whatever it is. It's the people around him that let him down. And the Bears, they're used to that weather. They're going to be at home, and they're going to get this W because Caleb is going to go nuts and do his thing. So, the brutal weather, he gets to the Rams.
The weather gets to the Rams. Freezes that red-hot offense. Bears knock him out of the playoffs. Bump is boarding. Curtis, are you?
I think it's going to be a close one. I really do. I think this one's coming down to the fourth quarter, probably the 2-minute warning. I think the Bears have a very real shot of knocking the Rams off. Unfortunately, I don't see it happening. I think the Rams just continue
what a hater.
to move on. A hater of the Bears? Sure, I guess. I don't know.
Biggest Sean McVay fan in the world back here.
Don't you put that on me. I think the Rams do survive, and they move on to the NFC Championship game, so I'm not boarding that train.
I got something to say. My mother just texted.
Oh, I don't want to make Renee mad.
15 minutes ago, she goes, twinsies. And then right now she goes, triplets. Curtis, too. What's up, Mom?
I thought she was going to say my singing was horrible.
Nah.
Triplets. I don't know why you guys are not embracing this. I think it's such a fun accidental theme of the show that we're all matching. It's funnier every time Curtis turns on his mic, I laugh. He just pops up. That's a surprise triplet. Most
we should get Mike
probably
Burrell
are.
on the show. He's an actual triplet.
He's an actual, the only real triplet I've ever met in my life. He probably got so tired of me introducing him as a triplet on the show.
Local triplet, Mike Burrell.
I think that the Bears are knocking the Rams out. I didn't believe it, but you guys have convinced me. You and G have so convinced me about Caleb Williams that now I've convinced myself that the Bears are this magic squad that are going to advance to the championship game.
From here to Rainier, easily.
Next up, final prediction here. The Texans ride their defense to a win over the Patriots and clinch an AFC title game berth. I don't believe they've been to the conference title game.
Nah, they usually lose this game right here. I can't go against my white son. Can't do it. Even though my heart, my head says Texans, my heart says Patriots. So I went with my head the last time we talked about this. Now I'm going with my heart this time. My white son is gonna catch one or two passes and score a touchdown.
Right.
Efton Chisholm the third. The third! He's a baller! He's a baller!
It's going to be the Patriots. I just realized it right now. I don't think it's a coincidence. I mean, we weren't considering that when we said if you have the third in your name, you're going to be a baller.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Manifestation.
Okay, Curtis, are you boarding as well?
No. I think the Texans defense is ridiculously good, just as the Seahawks defense is. I think Houston gets the job done. Not boarding. Or actually, yes, I am boarding.
Yes, you are boarding.
I'm not boarding your train. I'm boarding my train.
I support the fam, Curtis.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Texans, but I can't turn and say no to the face of science, right?
We've tested the theory.
Connect the dots.
We've proven it.
Open your third eye. The theme of the show this week, Efton Chisholm III catches the game-winning touchdown.
Ooh, come on, Chisholm.
Okay, coming up next, we're taking your calls. I hope no one called Matt. He's looking frustrated. Did anyone try to call you?
One person. They'll never make that mistake again.
Probably did on purpose, too.
866-979-3776. You're answering this question. The Seahawks win Saturday if what?
2 wins away from the Super Bowl.
It's time to eat, boys.
The first obstacle, a hated rival.
Purdy has time, throws in the middle, intercepted.
Victim to some of the greatest playoff moments in Seahawks history.
Welcome to the dark side. Richard Sherman tips it. Whole city going up like it's our time.
Seahawks 49ers.
All teed up.
The divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
You know how we do it. Better bring your hard hat when you can illumine.
Tomorrow night, kickoff at 5 on the home of the Seahawks.
You are now entering the dead zone.
Seattle Sports.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
For over 113 years, Pacific Lamp and Supply Company has been your #1 lighting specialist in Washington, from the Space Needle in Seattle all the way to the Riverwalk in Spokane. With the largest lighting inventory in Washington, Pacific Lamp's knowledgeable and experienced staff can assist with any lighting issue, including intricate lighting and control designs. Plus, they work with all utilities in Washington to get you the best available lighting rebates. Pacific Lamp and Supply Company, Washington's lighting experts since 1912. Visit pacificlamp.com.
Our #1 thing with them is always like, hey, welcome someone in and assure them that they're in the right place. We're going to take care of them.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
Do you get sinus infections, congestion, sinus pressure and pain, sinus headaches? You've gone to the doctor. You visit urgent care over and over again. And it's always the same thing, right? Oh, I know. Let's try antibiotics and some nasal sprays. But they just keep coming back. You may suffer with chronic sinus infections. The good news? Relief is possible. How? A minimally invasive procedure called the Sinusoft procedure, available only at the Modern Nose Clinic. Imagine a procedure so delicate there are no narcotics. Less cutting means less bleeding, so no packing, and no operating room. The Sinusoft procedure is designed for the clinic. If you suffer with chronic sinus infections, facial pain, pressure, and congestion, find out if the Sinusoft procedure, available only at the Modern Nose Clinic, is the solution for you. Call and set an appointment today. 206-388-2770. 206-388-2770. That's 206-388-2770.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-897-4400. That's 800-897-4400.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Robert was in big trouble with the IRS.
Yes, I owed them a lot of money, over $52,000.
Then he heard about Civic Tax Relief.
They took great care of me. It went really quick. $52,000 that I owed, and they had a payoff for $100, and the IRS accepted it. Man.
Off the hook for just $100?
Civic Tax Relief will take care of you. Give them a call.
Call Civic Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation. 800-881-4555. 800-881-4555. Individual results may vary. Visit civictaxrelief.com for more information.
See country star Aaron Lewis and the Stateliners at Muckleshoot Casino Resort March 24th at 8 p.m. and now an added show on March 25th. Get your tickets now to see Aaron Lewis at muckleshootcasino.com.
This is Seattle Sports.
Streaming through the Seattle Sports app.
KIRO AM Seattle. KIRO FM HD2 Tacoma. Home of the Seahawks, Mariners, and everything Seattle sports. Seattle Sports Snapshot.
The Seahawks host the 49ers tomorrow night for the divisional round of the playoffs. Good news on Charles Cross. He was not listed with an injury designation yesterday. There was concern about Sam Darnold, though, after he was listed with an oblique injury and questionable. Seattle's quarterback told reporters there's a near 0% chance he misses this game. Mike Macdonald scheduled to speak at 12:45.
Snapshot brought to you by Miller Lite. When it's game time, it's Miller time. From the Quantum Fiber Studio,
this is Bump and Stacy
on Seattle Sports.
Streaming through the Seattle Sports app and at seattlesports.com.
Now, here are your hosts, Michael Bumpus and Stacy Ross.
Here we go now. It's a Football Friday, powered by the Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel. Coming up in 45 minutes, the latest from Mike Macdonald, his Friday press conference, where he will undoubtedly be asked about the status for Sam Darnold and how severe that oblique injury is. Before we get to that, though, your calls, 866-979-3776. The Seahawks win Saturday night if what? Let's go to Jay in Renton. Jay, the Seahawks win if what?
I think it's two things. They can't turn the ball over. And then they also need to take the points when they can get them. And on that second point, you guys really got to reassure me about Jason Myers. He's solid, right?
I think he is. It was windy in San Francisco. It's going to be nice and calm here. And he's going to get his swag back. And he's going to show why he is so important to this football team.
Do you feel reassured?
Yeah, kind of. I appreciate you, man. Go Bears, go Hawks.
Thanks,
Let's
Jay.
go.
Jason Myers has been nails this year, so I think I tend to look to a more common theme than not.
Do me a favor. I understand what that means, nails.
Yeah.
But explain it to me.
Oh, I can't.
Like,
yeah, I couldn't tell you.
why? Like, I know what it means.
He's been nails?
He's been nails.
Yeah, no, I don't know what to tell you. Curtis, do you know? What does it mean to say he's been nails?
Means he's like rock solid.
Yeah, we get that, but like, where does it come from?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
Do we know? No one knows?
I
Okay.
couldn't tell you at all.
I'm just curious, man. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to learn every day.
Yeah, we'll find out. Let's go to another Jay. Jay in Tacoma. The Seahawks win if what?
How you doing, guys? I think the defense needs to show up. We just need to play our game like we do. We need to protect Sam and just ball out, and that's it. We got this.
Thanks, Jay.
Jay's confident.
Jay's really confident, trying to inspire other Jay to have more confidence and believe. I appreciate about Jay's answer. I know he just said, like, hey, you got to ball out. That's it. But it does remind me a little bit of what Eric Williams said the other day with us, Bump, which is the 49ers kind of have one path to win this. The Seahawks have a lot. Sam Darnold could throw a pick and they could win.
I like that description. Like, the Hawks do have many ways they can win it.
Yeah.
They can win it running the football like crazy. I think they can win it throwing the football. They can win it on special teams, or everyone just contribute. And I prefer to win that way.
Let's go to Adam. Oh, we have an open line, 866-979-3776. Seahawks win if what? Let's go to Adam in Seattle. Adam, Seahawks win if what?
Seahawks win if we, limit the number of Sam Darnold mistakes, right? I'm cool with running the ball 20, 30 times with Sharp and K9, and we see what happens when we run the ball, right? We can open up that play action, and we've seen how effective he is when they put 8 in the box, and then we throw one deep to JSN or get Shaheed involved downfield.
Do you have a number you want to attach to it? Like McCaffrey held under this much, you think they win?
Ooh, I'd say CMC under 60 and we win.
I like that. I believe in that. All right. Thanks, Adam. Adam saying, look, take over in the ground game. Do what you did last time. Last time 180. Maybe you don't do that much. But over 150 on the ground, and maybe you hold McCaffrey to under 60.
I think that's probably going to be the common theme, right? I think the Seahawks have found their true identity. I think at the beginning, that's who they needed to be before they started to figure out, the combination on the offensive line, which runs kind of work for them, the combination between Ken Walker and Zach Charbonnet. And then once they figured it out, all right, once I think Sam gave the offensive staff a scare in that Rams game, like, okay, how do we adjust? How do we pivot? This is who they are now.
The Seahawks win Saturday night. If what? 866-979-3776. Let's go to Danico in Seattle. The Seahawks win if what?
Hey, so Seahawks win if the running game gets over like 90 yards and Sam Darnold doesn't have to do everything. Because we saw at the beginning of the year he had to do it all, and that's when he had those crazy, 9 average yards in the air, and now he's looking at that 4 average, and somebody's worrying about that. But that's not a worry because it means that the whole team is coming together and backing up the quarterback. We've seen it time and time again. Let's go, Hawks.
Thanks, Danico. How do you keep Sam from doing everything? Danico says as long as he doesn't have to do everything.
By rushing more than 90 yards. He said 90. We need more than 90 on the ground. $120 minimum, I think. That's how you keep from Sam Darnold doing everything. Because if you're getting 90 yards, the Hawks are going to run the ball at least 30 times. Mm-hmm. On average, they're going to run 30 times. What did I say the numbers at? That
did you say 29?
Second half of the season, they've ran it 29.7 times a game. So, yeah, they're going to run it 25, 30 times. That's how you do it. Even if you're not extremely successful, even if you don't average or get 133 is what they're averaging after the Rams game, even if you don't do that, just the threat of it is what will allow Sam to be free.
Let's go to Mark in Port Orchard. Mark, the Seahawks win Saturday night if what?
Not necessarily a bold take, but very simply, if my guy Jason Myers does not miss a field goal.
Ooh, I kind of like it as a bold take, though.
I like it.
It works. Matt's got you covered, Mark. Don't worry about it.
I love the horn. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Have a good one. Just stick to the game plan, and namely, Jason Myers can't miss a kick. But I like Mark pointing out, I think they win if he doesn't because we've seen this team be so consistent that as long as they do everything you kind of expect them to do. I normally expect Jason Myers to make an easy chip shot. I normally expect this team to score points and be solid. I normally expect this defense to look elite. As long as they look like that, yeah.
You know what hitting a green in regulation is?
Yes.
It's when you say you're par 4, all right, hit the fairway. If you land on the green in your second shot, it means you're hitting greens in regulation.
Yes.
So,
oh my God, we almost said this. Yeah, I know.
Right? We're twinning. You're finishing my sentences. It's crazy.
Crazy.
So we need Jason Myers just to do what you do, baby. Nice and smooth, right? When you don't swing the club hard. It's nice and smooth. Just be smooth.
Okay.
We got it.
Brandon in Maple Valley, the Seahawks win if what?
Hey guys, how are you? I think it's really simple. I think they need to do exactly what they did the last time they played against this team. It's the same team, give or take an injury here or there. They need to control CMC. They need to keep him from getting big yardage on plays. Keep Purdy inside the pocket, not let him get out of the pocket where he can make things happen. And most importantly, we need to make sure that our running game is doing exactly what it can, so that Sam does not have to be Superman. He just needs to be Sam.
I like it, Brandon. Thank you. I want to focus on Brandon's point about keeping Purdy in the pocket, which just because it's a newer one, and I like that one because you highlighted it ahead of Week 18. You talked a lot about that and what Purdy can do on the run outside of the pocket rolling out.
Yeah, he's dangerous, man. He's got a twitch to him. He's not gonna run for a 40-yard gain unless the whole defense is just fooled. But he's got a 5 to 10-yard burst that is going to beat most defensive linemen. So, yes, keep him in the pocket, make him operate from there. And if he's in the pocket, that means some big boys will get them paws on him.
Mm-hmm. God, I had more follow-ups for that. I'm just going to bookmark that for maybe a bit later in the show. Aaron in Monroe, the Seahawks win Saturday night if what?
Well, first off, I just want to say hi to my fellow Coug and Bearcat, Michael Bumpus.
Let's go, baby. Go Cougs, go Bearcats.
Go Cougs, go Bearcats.
Too much.
The Seahawks win on Saturday, tomorrow, if they can really lock down the defensive line, lock down McCaffrey. McCaffrey tends to do very well when he's one of their only options on offense. And I think the Seahawks, if they just keep doing what they're doing on the defensive line, Big Cat gets some big plays, and Eamon Wari keeps on spying on Purdy like he has been on quarterbacks all year, I think they have a good shot.
Thanks, Aaron. What do you think about some of those defensive points? I wanted to ask you, hey, who becomes vitally important in shutting down McCaffrey? But I like Aaron presenting it as some specific names to watch.
Yeah, I think Big Cat is the ringleader with this this defensive line. He is the ringleader. He's the muscle. He's the motivator. He's the leader. He's the all-pro.
Mm-hmm.
It starts with him, but, man, does he have some good backup singers, man. I mean, Murph, Jay Reed, the whole squad. Everything on defense starts with them. If they can just wreck stuff up, fill these lanes in the run game, get to the quarterback, it's not all on them, but it always starts with them.
Let's go to Jeff in Port Orchard. Jeff, the Seahawks win Saturday if what?
The Seahawks win if the 12s pump up the volume to 125 or more decibels.
I like it, Jeff. The 12s are going crazy.
Pump
That's
up
the
the
key
volume,
to it.
pump up the volume.
I think that Purdy has perfectly fine in high-pressure environments, has
Yeah, he's
appeared
good.
in a Super Bowl. But I think that I wonder if a hectic environment like that also just adds another boost to the Seahawks, right? Forget trying to get in Purdy's head or create false starts. That's all great. But, like, what about just that environment for so many guys who haven't yet played in the postseason?
Yeah, it's there's nothing like when Lumen is as loud as it possibly can and your defense is playing at a high level. We already know this defense is going to play at a high level. We know that Lumen's going to be as loud as they can, and let's just cause some chaos. Man, I saw a something on the Seahawks Instagram where Leo's talking, and he says, I think it affects the opposition the most when they're in the huddle trying to get the play.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to communicate, and then you get to the line of scrimmage,
Yeah.
and you're really jacking
He
things
said
up.
start that noise sooner.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as they huddle, go
Yeah.
crazy.
Sean and Kent, the Seahawks win Saturday if what?
Hey, happy Blue Friday, Bump and Stacy. Seahawks are winning if Brock Purdy ain't dancing out there. They are already on the ropes. Seahawks have the upper hand, and they know it. And so if he's dancing out there, we're losing. If he's not dancing, Seahawks are on top. And I'll even follow it up. If they're throwing out trick plays, we're on top because then they are very desperate out there.
Yeah.
So let's get Brock Purdy sitting on that bench watching his tablet, and don't want to see no dancing out there.
Thanks, Sean. What do you think of Sean's point, Bump?
Yeah, no dancing from Purdy. No dancing. You're doing great.
No
Also,
hitting the Dougie all
trick
time.
plays. Remember we talked to Drake Thomas, and I asked him, I said, when did you know that you had these guys? He goes, when they tried that trick play.
I
We're
forgot
like,
about
oh,
that.
they're desperate.
Yeah.
They're desperate. So, yeah, trick plays are weird. Like, trick plays you run in two situations, in my opinion. When you're down and you need something to spark, or when you're up and you're just trying to put somebody away, you just don't respect them. But in that situation, they were down.
Shimon in Underwood, the Seahawks win Saturday if what?
It's all about the O-line. Everybody else can just do what they need to do. You trust your corners, you trust your defensive line. This is all going to be about how the offensive line performs. It's going to be about how they protect our QB and how they work with our halfbacks. That's it. It's all. If the O-line works the way it's supposed to, it's a no-brainer.
Thanks, Shimon. What have you seen from the O-line of late, and is their performance tied, in your opinion, to increases in the run game? You mentioned those three
Yeah.
great performances.
Yeah, I think it's all about angles. That's what the run game is about, creating favorable angles and linemen beating these second-level defenders to their spot, and the running back trusting that these linemen are going to get to that second level and manipulating that second level with their own movement.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a wave moving together, the O-line and these running backs, and as of late, they're on the same page.
Well, the good news, most of you have heard it by now or seen that Charles Cross has no injury designation. So that's great because that kind of became a worry on Wednesday out of nowhere heading into Thursday. Obviously, conversely, we're wondering what's going to happen with Sam Darnold. Mike Macdonald scheduled to speak. We're going to air that at 12:45, so you're about 30 minutes away from that. But I'm so curious to see Charles Cross back out there.
Yeah.
I think the O-line has held up well without him. I also, though, know that Sam Darnold's sack totals have gone up in the last 6 or so weeks of the season. I can't tell if that's on Sam or if that's on the line, but I do
It's
agree
always a
with
little bit of
Shimon. Yeah, I do agree with Shimon in that, like, the fundamentals, the essentials are vital when you're trying to win a Super Bowl. Go figure. 866-979-3776. The Seahawks win if Casey in Auburn has an idea. Casey, what do you think?
We got to pray to the house of Pete Carroll, win the turnover battle. I love all the calls, all the ideas. All of those things are possible if we don't give the Niners those extra possessions. We will dominate through the run game. The defense will be on point, but it all starts with the house of Pete.
I like it, Casey. Another AC, thank you. Bucky Brooks earlier joined us and said turnovers matter more in the postseason. Period. He said if I was in those, if I was on the Seahawks staff, I'd be highlighting that in meetings, going, hey, it's one thing to point to a game against the Jags, or if you turn the ball over, and I actually don't think they did. It's one thing to turn the ball over in the regular season against a bad team and still win. Mm-hmm. You can't have turnovers in the postseason. Is that true?
Yeah. I mean, we saw Houston turn the ball over and still get her done, but that's because of their defense. Yeah, everything's heightened, right? Big plays feel like a 40-yard run feels like a 60-yard run. A 20-yard pass feels like a 30-yard pass because the margin of error is so thin. You got the final 8 teams in the league right now. Everyone's here for a reason. Everyone does something well, right? With the Hawks' defense, with the Rams' offense, with the Bears is come from behind games, with Denver's defense, with Texas, everyone has their thing. So when you have an opportunity to take the ball away or have a big play in the playoffs, it does mean a lot more.
Who gets a turnover in this one? Or who gets a takeaway, I should say. Sorry, in this one.
I'm going to go Imawari.
I would love that.
Imawari, yep. I'm going with the big dog. Let's go.
866-979-3776. An extra line here open. Let's go to Daniel and Everett. Daniel, the Seahawks win Saturday if what?
Hey, guys. Everyone's pretty much hit everything on the head, but no one's talked about time of possession. That was a huge factor in the last game. Mm-hmm. Obviously, a lot of that came from the running. And side note, if I would never wish this, but if Sam's out, I think we win with Drew.
Mm-hmm. So, thanks, Daniel. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take both of Daniel's points here and ask you about those bumps. I'm glad that Daniel pointed out that the time of possession battle was something Mike Macdonald hammered home the first week, because if he wasn't going to say it, I was going to say, I love the full circle commentary. That's exactly what the issue was in the first meeting. So the importance of time of possession here, how they keep that going. And then I'd love for you to respond to his point about, hey, hypothetical, if Darnold doesn't play, this team is so good, I think they win with Drew.
Time of possession is everything. I talked about how Kubiak has kind of flipped this offense a little bit, running the football more the second half of the season or after the Rams game, and not pushing the football down the field as much the last 3 games because of the run game. What all that mixed together means time of possession. You're going to win time of possession. If you can move the football on the ground, dink and dunk, and then slowly take your shots, that's how you beat a team down. The other one, Drew Lock. If Drew Lock plays, I feel the same way. If Drew Lock had to play, I think this team could still win because of the way that they're winning now. Tough defense, run the football, take care of the rock. So I think if Drew were to play, chances are still good.
Is that more against the 49ers? Like, what if it's Drew
both
against the Rams?
No, that's different.
Yeah, okay.
Different story.
Let's see if we need to have that conversation at all. Again, Mike Macdonald's scheduled to speak at 12:45. Let's go to Bo in UP. Seahawks win if what?
Hey, Bump. Hey, Stace. Huge fan. Go Seahawks. Go Cougs.
Yes, sir. Go Cougs.
I think that this is not a novel concept here, but I think if our offensive line can consistently block up at that second level, then we're for sure taking this one home.
Thanks, Bo. Reaction to Bo. I like the oh my God.
Specification?
Specificity. I'm going to embarrass myself. I wish we could delete all of that in real time. Mac, is it too late to dump the last 30 seconds?
No. It very much is.
What if I say an FCC violation? If the O-line can block on the second level, Bob.
Yeah. Their linebackers aren't great. They're playing with their 5th and 6th string linebackers now. They're in the NFL. No disrespect to those guys. You got the pads on for a reason. But you're not Fred Warner. I think Winters might actually be playing. Winters might play. He didn't play last game, but he might play this game. But, yeah, that's what it's about. That's how you got to get past the wave. There's 3 waves when you're running the football. It's the first wave of the D-line. It's the second wave of the linebackers. And then you get to that third wave. That's when big plays happen because receivers are blocking on those guys. Yes, you take care of that second wave, you should be all right.
Next time I say something embarrassing, I'm just going to drop like a curse word and make Matt have to dump it.
Gee, thanks.
Thanks so much.
I can always count on you to make the job more difficult.
Thank you so much. Let's go to Darren in Tacoma. Darren, the Seahawks win Saturday night if what?
The Seahawks win Saturday if they can keep the 49ers' backs under 50 receiving yards.
Okay.
I like it. I like the prediction that's very specific from Darren.
Yeah.
A lot of focus on stopping the run, establishing the run as being just fundamental to this one. Obviously, something that they managed to do in Week 18. You think a repeat of Week 18 possible here?
No, not to that degree. But I do like keeping the running back under 50 because that's what scares me the most, honestly, about Christian McCaffrey. Is him in the pass game, not in the run game. In the run game, I think our D-line can handle their O-line and make things as difficult for them.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone just have some integrity in where they're supposed to be. In the pass game, you get them out in space. That's what concerns me. I've seen Drake Thomas on him. I've seen Nicky Mawari on him as well. He's just good. He's a matchup nightmare because you can't dedicate a nickel to him. You can't dedicate one of your best cover guys to him. You can't. So Nick can do everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Drake Thomas is a linebacker. He's paid to hit people. He can cover, but not as well as one of your nickels or DB. So, yeah, that's where he scares me the most is in the pass game.
Let's go to Bill in Bonnie Lake. Bill, the Seahawks win Saturday. If what?
If they score touchdowns in the red zone, something they've had a problem with all year long. So they can go all the way if they can just score touchdowns in the red zone.
Like it, Bill. A bump. What's going on in the red zone?
Decision making. I think some play calling as well. On the year, they're 54% scoring touchdowns in the red zone. That's good enough for the 22nd spot. The last three games, they're 41% in the red zone. So yeah, we gotta be a bit more better.
That's not good. That's average for third down conversions, much less red zone. Larry, Seahawks win Saturday. If what? Did we lose Larry? Oh, no, Larry. I'm sorry. We'll wrap this up very quickly with Jeremiah in Linwood. Jeremiah, only left you about 15 seconds here. Sorry, Seahawks win Saturday. If what?
If K9 moves forward north and south and doesn't get tackled behind the line, and we successfully convert a barnyard.
Whew. Thanks for the call, Jeremiah. Perfect way to end it. I would love to see a barn. I would wager, Bump, that that's one thing that this coaching staff would probably like a redo on, is a decision to go for the barnyard a little more aggressively in the red zone against this team.
Yeah.
Would love to see that. It's a
Let's
Football
go.
Friday powered by the Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel. Taking a look around the NFL next. Some breaking news.
First, with breaking Seahawks news.
Sam Darnold is questionable for Saturday with an oblique injury.
Stay with Seattle Sports for the very latest.
We'll be getting some treatment, but I feel really confident about going on Saturday.
Get instant, up-to-the-minute breaking news alerts from the Seattle Sports app.
I feel like I'll be ready to go for Saturday.
There we have it. And SeattleSports.com is the place for reaction and analysis.
The oblique injury is kind of annoying.
And we're streaming live on the Seattle Sports YouTube channel.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
Winter's here, Seattle. Is your roof ready? Get $500 off by scheduling your free estimate at 3treeroofing.com. Let us make your roofing project easy this winter. Our certified crews deliver worry-free installations backed by industry-leading warranties, even in the rainy season. 3Tree Roofing, your Puget Sound roofing experts.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
To me, the LJ way is to provide an experience that people really enjoy being a part of.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
Happy New Year, Susan. I really appreciate you picking up the bill for lunch.
I'm happy to. One of my New Year's resolutions is being better with money. So I've started using Upside, the free app that pays you cash back for buying gas.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I earn cash back just for buying the gas I was already buying.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make $200 to $300 this year.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play and start earning cash back on everyday gas purchases. Use promo code RIDER for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents per gallon on your next fill up. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code RIDER for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RIDER. Code RIDER.
Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
The Mariners fix you need during the offseason.
Fans are on their feet. Listen to this.
The Uncruise Adventures Hot Stove, Tuesday nights at 7 on Seattle Sports.
Hey, it's Bob Stelton here, and I can see clearly now. It's amazing. Let me tell you about one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. That's when I went to K2 Vision for Refractive Lens Exchange, or RLE. Dr. Kopstein started K2 Vision with Dr. King from King LASIK, the most experienced LASIK surgeon in the Northwest. King LASIK plus K2 Vision equals freedom vision for every stage of life. No glasses, contacts, readers, or cataracts. So if you're somebody that struggles with distance vision and now you always need a pair of reading glasses, K2 Vision RLE could be your perfect permanent solution to spending your good active years not needing reading glasses. And here's the capper. You're never going to develop a cataract. I'm somebody that needed readers in every room of the house. I needed to see the scoreboard out at ball games. I just couldn't see clearly. That has all changed thanks to RLE. Whether it's LASIK, EVO ICL, or RLE, trust the most experienced team of doctors to point you in the right direction. Schedule your free Zoom consultation today at K2VisionRLE.com. That's K2VisionRLE.com.
The new year is finally here, and you could kick the new year off right by getting in shape and making Top Fitness your first stop. Hey, Brock, you're here with my friends at Top Fitness, where their stores are celebrating the new year with some great deals. You could take your New Year's resolution seriously with the very best fitness gear there is set up in your home by our professional installers. They sell the best quality products available. Brands like Precor, True, Octane, Inspire, and Hyrox. Come in now and check out the best deal of deals on treadmills. They're Precor 885 treadmills that are lease returns normally sell for over $13,000, now only $36.99, including a full 3-year warranty. This is the same commercial treadmill sold to health clubs worldwide. And every new treadmill, elliptical, and home gym, well, they're all on sale. They got the largest selection of home fitness equipment in Washington, and their staff will show you why. It's no secret why everybody from pro athletes to personal trainers love their stores. Locations in Tukwila, Linwood, and Bellevue, or visit topfitness.com for more info. That's Top Fitness, your best place for home fitness equipment.
From the Quantum Fiber Studio,
This is Bumpin' Stacy.
weekdays 10 to 2.
On Seattle Sports and 97.3 FM HD2.
Coming up in 15 minutes, Mike Macdonald scheduled to speak with reporters. Before we get to that, ESPN's Ryan Clark has a take I'm curious to have Bump listen to. Ryan Clark isn't buying Sam Darnold's oblique injury. He thinks that he's trying to soften the blow if he has a bad game in the playoffs.
My concern level is not high, but there is some concern because it sounds like the setup for an excuse. It sounds like the things that you say before a game when you don't play well, when the throws aren't where they're supposed to be, everybody can point back. But you have to remember, he didn't get those first-team reps, and his oblique was tight on Thursday. This is the biggest game in Sam Darnold's career. This is another opportunity to exercise some of those demons that finished the season along with him when Minnesota lost to Detroit and when Minnesota lost to the Los Angeles Rams in the playoffs. And so if you are the Seattle Seahawks and Mike Macdonald's team, you have to be extremely concerned about where Sam Darnold is, not only physically, but mentally entering this game against the San Francisco 49ers.
Bump, what say you?
Ryan Clark, you are too good for this. You are too good of an analyst for this take right here. This is what a sixth grader does when he's trying to get out of PE. You know, like fakes an injury so he doesn't have to run the mile or something like that. This is where it sounds like Ryan Clark has officially transitioned to a media guy. That's something a media guy says. You think a professional football player getting ready for a game is going to fake an injury so going into the game he has an excuse? Come on, man. This is such a horrible take. I was so disappointed when I heard this. Ryan Clark, man, you've played injured. You've been injured. This is Sam Darnold making sure that he's available for his team. No one's ready to make an excuse for Sam Darnold. I was extremely disappointed with this take. This is what children do. Children do this, fake injuries so they don't have to play or they have an excuse. Grown men in the NFL, which Ryan Clark played in and was great in and won a Super Bowl, better ball player than I will ever be. But this take is a media take. This take is someone who's never played the game, who's stirring up some gossip just so it hits the headline. But guess what? It worked because we're talking about it.
Yeah. It's also going to be pretty seriously fined for either lying about, faking injuries, things like that. So I think what happened is Sam Darnold really did have an oblique issue as a precaution, ended his practice, then got treatment for it. So you technically have to be listed on the practice report. And I think that that's just what happened. So
you're on your 19th game of the season or 18th game of the season.
Yeah.
It's been a long season.
Yeah.
He's thrown the ball over, 400 times. The body breaks down. Horrible take. I cannot believe he put that out there.
Patrick Mahomes spoke to reporters for the first time since sustaining a season-ending ACL injury. He gave an update on how his rehab is going.
Rehab's going great so far, just hitting all the checkpoints that the doctor wants you to do and getting the strength and the range of mobility back. So that's been going great. Been doing all of it here in Kansas City so far. And Julie has been crushing it, pushing me. And the doctor kind of gives you like goals to get to, and I just try to maximize those. And they hold me back because I always want to go a little bit further. So it's been going great. I mean, obviously, I think the long term, I want to be ready for week one. The doctor said that I could be, but I can't predict what's going to happen throughout the process. But that's my goal, and so I'll try to prepare myself to be ready to play in that week one and have no restrictions. You want to be out there healthy and giving us the best chance to win. And so obviously, hopefully be able to do some stuff in OTAs and then get to training camp and hopefully be able to do a lot there.
It also appears that Chiefs OC Matt Nagy will likely be hired as a head coach somewhere else. So what does Mahomes want out of Kansas City's next OC?
For me, I just want someone that loves football, that cares about football, that wants to give everything they can to win, to hold people accountable, and then to bring new ideas every single day. I think that's something that we have to continue to do if you want to continue to be great in this league, is you have to continue to evolve and get better and better, and that's something that we will try to do here. And I want to get back to that winning culture of being accountable to each other and going out there and playing great football every single day, practice or game.
Evolving. Well, yeah, definitely. Definitely want someone who can evolve as a play caller.
That's week to week.
I know.
Got to evolve.
Okay.
Pat Mahomes, just get healthy, man. I want to see you come out next year and ball out.
I've got one more cut for you, and it follows with a question. I want to talk about what happened to the Chiefs in 2025, because losing Mahomes for the season is only part of it, obviously.
I think just compounding mistakes. I mean, you make mistakes throughout a game. For myself, I look at some of the red zone interceptions I threw in kind of bigger moments in the third and fourth quarter of games. I mean, that's stuff that I hadn't done in the past. And so speaking for myself, just trying to be better in those moments. And then I think offensively, we weren't consistent enough throughout games. We had stretches in games where we played good. We had stretches in the season where we played really good, but we got to be better. And that starts with me, and then it kind of has to feed throughout the entire offense.
What do you think happened with the Chiefs?
They just didn't have the personnel. They just weren't good enough. And this is what happens when you rely solely on your quarterback. I think Travis Kelce aged. Obviously, we see that. We're saying he aged, and he still had like 700-some yards.
But still an aged Travis Kelce.
Wasn't the guy that we're used to seeing, especially late in those clutch moments, didn't catch the football. No, I think the league is getting better. Offensive coordinators are getting better. Defensive coordinators are getting better. And this might
tell you that there are other teams out there waiting to see if the Green Bay Packers can finish this off.
Can I say something about this? Kind of my first reaction. If other teams are waiting to see whether or not you keep your guy and aren't making moves until they realize that you do, why don't you keep your guy? You know what I mean? If you've got a holding pattern around the league while they're all like breathlessly just kind of like, are they going to let him go? Are we going to be able to hire him? You should probably keep that guy and pay him.
The Packers should.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they are. I mean, everything I'm reading is that they're just working on extension and details or whatnot. But yeah, I think they realize how important he is. This was just an unfortunate year in some cases. I think he'll be back on the sideline for Green Bay.
Yeah. I played a cut earlier from Dolphins tight end Darren Waller, who was a guest on Johnny Manziel's podcast. That was about the firing of Mike McDaniel. This is another one. It's a topic that got Tua Tagovailoa's, the topic got to Tua Tagovailoa's drop-off. Waller thinks it's the amount of concussions that Tua's had taking their toll.
Just from me being there, like when I showed up there in training camp, I got hurt early on because I was doing speed work and I hadn't trained, but I was watching most of training camp, so I'm on the sideline. I'm watching this man throw darts every practice, bro. Like, it was just like, what the am I watching? Like, I'd never seen the anticipation and the accuracy out there. So it's like, I think from my standpoint, the skill set for him is still there. Well, I think like maybe some of like the disconnect comes from like seeing it translate. I think there might be like there could be some like trauma still stored like in his body from like what he's gone through, like with the head injuries and stuff.
Look, I don't know if that's true, but I think it's certainly possible.
Should have took more time to heal. That's what he should have said. See what I did there?
Yes.
See what I did?
Yes.
Okay.
Take your time. Take your time to heal.
Practice is different, though. I've seen quarterbacks tear it up in practice, looking good. Then get in the game and looks a little shaky because no one's protecting you. The defense is trying to take heads off, and no one cares about your well-being. Tua, look, he's an NFL quarterback. He can throw the football. Can you do it when defenses are shifting on you, the line is moving, and you got to put all this stuff together? That comes back to the cognitive side stuff.
Well, that's ultimately what I'm asking, though. Is the issue with Tua that he's incredibly talented, has the ability to do this, and has suffered too many concussions without recovering properly, or is the issue that Tua doesn't have it?
I think it's a combination of you don't have it and the concussions. Like, just the way he was acting this year, it was different. And I've played with guys who have suffered many concussions. They are different. They're not the same. That might be the deal with Tua.
Big Ray Roberts joining us at 1 to preview Seahawks 49ers before we get to it. The latest from the head coach coming your way next.
The one and only Mark Schlereth with Wyman and Bob.
How are you, my friend?
New Year's resolutions, right? Like, I'm going to get in shape this year. My only goal is to become an underpants model. That's all I've ever really wanted. And if you guys know of anybody in the underpants business, let me know.
Dave loves that you call them underpants. He loves it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely shredded.
Get every can't-miss conversation on Seattle sports and the Seattle Sports Sports app.
For those diagnosed with anxiety, depression, or PTSD, Northwest Ketamine Clinics wants you to know hope exists. A recent patient, Evan, details his experience.
Every day was a struggle. I was constantly throughout my life researching what are new ways, are there any breakthroughs for depression, anxiety, these things. And at some point I started to read a few things about ketamine. I probably read every single thing on the website multiple times.
Northwest Ketamine Clinics defines success as a reduction in symptoms by 50% or more. Over a 3-week period, 86% of their patients are successful.
When I arrived at the clinic, it was just a beautiful, peaceful, quiet place. As I saw that healing and growth could take place, and as I put the energy into it, I just saw so many things change in my life.
Welcome to the Pacific Northwest's most experienced ketamine center. Book a free phone or video consult at nwketamineclinics.com. Healing starts here.
That's another amazing run by Team USA.
Mom, think I'll be on Team USA one day?
Well, I'll take this one.
What? Are you speaking to us?
Yes, and to answer your question, anything's possible, especially with Xfinity.
So, I can be the best snowboarder ever?
Well, I can't guarantee that, but Xfinity can guarantee that your internet price won't change for 5 years.
Okay. What if I practice every day?
Then maybe you'll be snowboarding for Team USA at the next Olympic Winter Games. And Mom, you'll still be paying the same price for Wi-Fi.
Ooh, really stuck the landing there.
It's the Xfinity Gold Medal Celebration. Now through February 22nd, get our best price on gig Wi-Fi for 5 years guaranteed, just $50 a month. Plus, get Peacock Premium included for 2 years. That's a $10.99 value per month. Xfinity. Imagine that. Proud partner of Team USA. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Actual speeds vary.
Hey, it's Mike Salk here. When I first met with Trajan Wealth, I love what I got. Straight talk. Not a sales pitch, straight talk. I left the meeting feeling empowered. They're fiduciaries, so their advice is built around what's best for you. I saw the difference, and so will you. Trajan Wealth specializes in retirement strategies for families with $500,000 or more, and they understand that no two retirement plans are the same. They offer guidance on a variety of financial objectives, including ways to earn higher potential returns and tax concerns as well. Let Trajan Wealth help you develop a plan that is going to meet your specific financial goals. Start by calling Trajan Wealth today, 206-466-3300. That's 206-466-3300. Or go to TrajanWealth.com. That's TrajanWealth.com.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC. SEC registered investment advisor. Client paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
New siding doesn't have to break the bank. We offer affordable options that add value and protection to your home. This is Justin Shirley, CEO of State Roofing and Exteriors. And while we're at it, ask about our roofing, windows, decking, and gutter services for even more savings. Call 866-ROOF-ROOF or visit stateroofing.com today to schedule your free siding inspection. State Roofing and Exteriors, held to a higher standard since 1968.
State Roofing, the best roof you'll ever need. The road to the Super Bowl runs through Seattle.
Seattle is going to win this football game.
And Seattle Sports on 710 and the Seattle Sports app.
Matt Coker here with West Coast Men's Health. In the past 5 years, we've seen thousands of men at our clinics. Most guys tell us the same story, that in their early 50s, it's not that they couldn't function, they just needed help. They started taking Viagra, and it worked great at first. But after a few years, it stopped working. The problem is that their arteries had become more restricted since they started taking it, because Viagra does not unclog arteries. Here at West Coast Men's Health, we use acoustic wave therapy to target the real problem. We break down plaque and clear up the arteries so blood can flow like it did in your 20s. This restores function. And guys, listen to this. You won't have to take a pill anymore. So if this sounds like you, give West Coast Men's Health a call today and see how we can help.
With clinics in Redmond and Tacoma, call 206-519-6541. That's 206-519-6541. 206-519-6541. Online at westcoastmenshealth.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well,
Trying to find a needle in a haystack? Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. From the Quantum Fiber Studio.
This is Bumpin' Stacy.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
On Seattle Sports and 97.3 FM HD2.
Lots of questions about that oblique injury for Sam Darnold, so let's turn it to Mike Macdonald's press conference now.
Great to see everybody. Sure, we're interested on all our injury situation. So, talking about Sam, I heard what he said yesterday to you guys. That's I see it the same way. So we're listing him as questionable. Really optimistic he's going to be able to play. And right now we're going through all the protocol. One out of caution to make sure we're ready to go. And we'll test it out tomorrow to kind of make the final decision. But we're optimistic he's going to play. And if he doesn't, or at some point he doesn't, then Drew's ready to go, and that's why Drew's here. He's doing a great job. So.
Did Sam Darnold throw it out of there? No need to, I guess. But...
Yeah, it's a walkthrough tempo, so we'll just it's part of our plan right now on how we handle it today.
In light of Josh Jones being ruled out, what does that tell you about what he gave you in that weekend game to get through?
Yeah, I mean, just a tough as nails guy. Where we got to. Just very appreciative, man. He played really great football for us, and it's obviously great to have Charles back too. So it's the guys playing it out well with the timing of everything.
Charles showed up with a knee as well this week. Is that...
Yeah, just kind of got tangled up a little bit in practice, and so we're working through it. But he's good to go. It's more of a precautionary thing than anything.
Is there any thought that the injury could limit Sam in any way when he plays on Saturday?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a possibility, but I think right now he's confident that he's going to be able to go do his thing at 100%, and we are too. But with these things, something could change between now and then, or something can happen in game. So, kind of just have to roll with it.
So it's something he could play limited, less than full.
I don't want to put numbers on it. I mean, I don't think we would put him out there if he couldn't do his job. He's going to be able to go do his job. So, yeah.
Like, how did the players take the opportunity for the 18th game of the season? How did you see them take that opportunity, the way they practiced, to walk through the energy?
Guys did a great job. I thought, coming off the break, I thought we were a little, you could tell that we had some time off on the first practice, but we had a great football Thursday practice. We had a great day yesterday with all that was going on, considering all that stuff, and we just had a great day today. So, guys have done a great job. You can hear them; they're excited.
Did you have to get Jalen Milroe more up to speed or anything in case he had to go? Or?
I mean, he doesn't take all the reps throughout the week, but he's doing the same thing he does every week. I mean, he's been our emergency third here for a good bit, so he's got to be ready to go if need be.
The decision not to activate Elijah or Charles, kind of what went in that process for you guys to not decide to use them this game? Is it kind of just the roster being pretty healthy?
It's some roster things on a little bit more, just how we want to manage it, I guess is the easy way to put it, but just making sure we're deep enough at certain spots. So guys have done a great job. They're ready to go if need be, but just couldn't work out this week.
How's Elijah looking and kind of coming back to you?
Yeah, he's done a great job. He's looking great, so hopefully we're in the right for him to play again.
When Darnold felt it, did he take himself out of the practice, or did you guys jointly decide that, or he came to you and said this isn't right?
I'm not sure on the level of the order of communication, but he felt it, and we decided out of caution to go treat him up.
Was he better today? Improved physically?
Yeah, he says he feels better. Yeah, you talk to him, he's confident that he's going to be able to play, so we feel the same way.
Reek Woolen, obviously, I guess he's okay because you didn't put him on there. Was that something new with him, or?
Yeah, he's just working through the oblique, and again, we had a plan for it, and he's done a great job. Worked his tail off over the weekend, and he's ready to go.
How's the schedule look for you guys tomorrow with a late game?
We're going to treat it like we did 2 weeks ago. So just in terms of what we're going to do at the hotel, it's a little different being at home where the guys are going to be on their own getting to the stadium, but it's kind of business as usual for a primetime game on the West Coast.
Ernest talked the other day about kind of feeding off the energy in the building, but doing it in productive ways.
Yeah.
Is there sort of a balance to be found between doing everything you want to do process-wise up till game day, but then also let guys sort of take in everything that comes with this game?
Talking about out the game or just throughout the week? Yeah, I think it just happens naturally. You know, like how could you not be a part of kind of what, you know, what's going through your mind, and yeah, of course you're going to enjoy it, you know, but I feel like our guys are like that every week, you know, just you really want to, especially being at home, you know, there's a lot of extra energy being at home that you kind of have to channel to make sure that you can go play that you want to play. But the guys, we definitely feel it, you know, around the city. It's definitely buzzing, which is it's literally why we do what we do, you know, is to bring wins back to our community and our team.
Speaking of Ernest, he had the illness listed earlier this week. Is he feeling better now?
Yeah, he was able to do majority yesterday and did all today, and he looks a lot better than he looked the other day. So, modern medicine.
Anything else?
All right, great.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Well, he sounds confident to me, Bob.
Modern medicine. That's all I heard.
Mike Macdonald, I think the part that's sticking with me most was specifically when he was asked, hey, what are the odds that Sam Darnold is going to be somehow, or what are the chances that he could be somehow limited? Is there a world where he's limited by this oblique injury? Mike Macdonald kind of pauses the way he does and then goes, well, yeah, I guess, like kind of like a hypothetical. I saw the tweet about it before I heard the audio because there's a bit of a delay, and I thought, I interpreted it very differently over text, and that sounded like a head coach that was leaving open the possibility that he could be in some way impacted by it, but certainly didn't seem to think it would be a massive issue. Am I wrong?
He said, you heard my dog. You heard my dog. He said he good. So he good. But, you know, you never really know. But he said he good, so we're going to roll with him. Drew Lock it in. Just be ready. You never know.
Yeah, once again, it sounds a lot like the case will be what we mentioned in the open of our show, that Sam Darnold will start, is expected to start, and the question is not whether he'll be out there getting snaps playing this game, but about what he's going to look like playing this game. Is it going to cost you? Is there going to be mistakes? Will he be hampered in some way?
Yeah, that's the thing, man. If that, you ever seen Days of Thunder?
Yes.
Of course you have. So Days of Thunder, Tom Cruise. It's a movie about race cars, NASCARs.
Oh, no, I was thinking of something else.
And Cole Trickle, he's a new driver, and he's trying to describe what's wrong with the car. And he's like, it's everywhere. And the coach is like, it's loose. It's loose. That's how you describe when you don't have control. It's loose. Sam can't be loose. Yeah. He's got to have control of what's going on. Once he gets, or if he gets loose, then either change the game plan or get a new arm in there.
It's a Football Friday powered by the Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel. Coming up next, you're going to hear him on the Seahawks pre- and post-game show tomorrow with Seahawks Radio Network analyst Big Ray Roberts.
2 wins away from the Super Bowl.
It's time to eat, boys.
The first obstacle, a hated rival.
Purdy has time, throws to the middle, intercepted.
Victim to some of the greatest playoff moments in Seahawks history.
Welcome to the dark side. Richard Sherman tips it. Whole city going up like it's our time.
Seahawks 49ers.
All teed up.
The divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
You know how we do it. Better bring your hard hat when you can illumine.
Tomorrow night, kickoff at 5 on the home of the Seahawks.
You are now entering the dead zone.
Seattle Sports.
Welcome.
Your windows and doors play a huge role in your home's efficiency and comfort. Choose Lake Washington Windows and Doors for windows that are up to 25% more energy efficient than Energy Star standards and reduce noise by up to 50%. Visit LakeWashingtonWindows.com today.
Hey, Mike Salk here, and I'm telling you, people all over the Northwest right now, they're They're going to be losing 20, 30, 40, maybe 50 pounds, and they'll do it by Valentine's Day. And they'll do it by starting Eastside Weight Loss Clinic. That'll be the resolution. You can as well. A 15-minute phone call is all it takes to get started, and just see if you're interested in this program. I was. It really did work for me. I did the program. I immediately lost 10 pounds just in the first week. I lost about 35 pounds after 8 weeks. Here's what I didn't have to do. Fight for space in a crowded gym with all the New Year's resolutioners. No pills, no injections, no bland boxed fake meals or anything like that. What I did get was delicious recipes, real food that you buy at the grocery store, and a group to offer support, accountability, and coaching. Do it for yourself this year. Go to eastsideweightlossklinic.com and schedule that 15-minute phone call. Don't let it hold you back. Do it now. Go to eastsideweightlossklinic.com.
Dr. Ryan Coogan, D.C. Results may vary.
Guys, low energy, low drive, or strength not what it used to be? For many men, it's low testosterone. At Revive Men's Health Washington, start with a free T-Check exam and consultation to get real answers. And this month only, qualified patients may receive 25% off testosterone replacement therapy. Call 206-529-1111 or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Terms apply. Must medically qualify.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Our #1 thing with them is always like, hey, welcome someone in and assure them that they're in the right place. We're going to take care of them.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-897-4400. That's 800-897-4400.
Saving for retirement was tough enough for us.
Yes, and navigating markets can be challenging at times.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we take a disciplined approach with your investments.
Tell us more about that.
We take an active approach to money management, positioning your portfolio for opportunities we see ahead.
So all your clients get the same portfolio?
No, we tailor your portfolio to your individual goals and needs.
What about communication? We don't like being left in the dark.
We check in regularly to keep you informed on the markets and your portfolio.
Which means you'll help us stay on track.
Yes, our goal is your comfortable retirement. And as a fiduciary, we always put your interests first, because we do better when you do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
This is Seattle Sports.
Streaming through the Seattle Sports app.
KIRO AM Seattle. KIRO FM HD2 Tacoma. Home of the Seahawks, Mariners, and everything Seattle sports. Seattle Sports Snapshot.
The Seahawks host the 49ers tomorrow in the divisional round of the playoffs. Good news on Charles Cross. He was not listed with an injury designation yesterday. There was concern about Sam Darnold's availability after he was listed with an oblique injury, but Seattle's quarterback told reporters there's a near 0% chance he misses this game.
Snapshot, brought to you by Miller Lite. When it's game time, it's Miller time.
This hour is brought to you by Mazda of Everett.
From the Quantum Fiber Studio.
This is Bump and Stacy
on Seattle Sports.
Streaming through the Seattle Sports app and at seattlesports.com.
Now, here are your hosts, Michael Bumpus and Stacy Ross.
Here we go now. A massive divisional round playoff game between the Seahawks and 49ers tomorrow. Kickoff is at 5 p.m., and that means you can hear Seattle Sports pregame coverage tomorrow beginning at 2 p.m., where you will hear Seahawks Radio Network analyst Big Ray Roberts. He joins us right now on the Emerald Queen Casino Sportsbook Hotline. Ray, how's it going?
Doing all right, man. I'm back here in Williamsburg, Virginia, where it's about 25 degrees, so I'm a little bit cold, but hanging in there.
I never thought I'd say it's warmer here, but comparatively it's nicer in Seattle right now. I'm going to start by asking about kind of your general reaction to the news about Sam Darnold, easily the biggest news yesterday for this team, and how hampered you think he could be by an oblique strain, even if it's minor.
You know what? Like, I've had these different strains and tears and pulls and things like that. And man, they have the magic of medicine that can make you not feel it for a while. And I think that Sam can handle that. I think some of the adrenaline would take over that, but I don't feel too worried about it. He doesn't seem worried about it, so I'm not going to worry about it either.
Hey, Big Ray, Charles Cross is going to be back. How hard is it for a lineman to kind of get back into the groove after you've been gone for a while?
I mean, if you're a young dude, I'd be worried about it, because there's so much to learn in the game. But Charles has been around for a while. He just signed the big money contract, and so he gets paid to have himself ready when it's time to go. And so I don't have any doubt that he won't be ready. I think if anything, just not being in the games, just trying to match the physicality and the intensity, it'll probably be his biggest challenge. But as far as knowing what he's doing and his technique and things like that, I think he'll be fine. But like I said, I remember, the first time I played in the playoffs, it seemed like the intensity had just cranked up just a little bit more. And I wasn't quite ready for it in the first quarter or so. But then, I got adapted to it. So I think having not played in a while, been in this intense environment, I just think his main thing is just mentally been locked in to be ready to match the physicality and the intensity of the game.
Is there something that happens? You just kind of get lost in the game? Because as you know, right, there's a lot of Seahawks players who haven't played. Was it around the first quarter? Because at that point you're just focusing on playing and you kind of get lost in it?
Yeah, well, the first playoff game I played was against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and so they had Warren Sapp and Derek Brooks, and they had some dogs over there. But I had never played in a heightened situation like that, so it just seemed like everybody was moving a tick faster than I was, and so it just took a minute for me to kind of adjust to that speed and intensity. And then I was fine, but it did kind of rocked me for a little bit because I was just like, whoa, I've started the whole season, but I had never been in a situation like this. And so that intensity just got me for a second because it just seemed like as quick as Warren Sapp was, it seemed like he was moving even quicker, and so that was a little bit scary at first, but I adjusted to it. So I think having not played, for a while for Charles, and then, the injury that he had kept him from even getting some soft practice reps in practice it may take a second for him just to kind of get back to matching that type of intensity.
Jeffrey Simmons, that's his name, right? Stays from Tennessee, gave Zabel some high praise. He called him Gabriel, but he gave him some high praise and said that he's going to be a problem. What have you seen out of Zabel this year that, made Jeffrey Simmons give him all that love?
The thing that I've seen, Bump, and people are going to have all their metrics and all this stuff, and I said this when I was evaluating him before the draft, is that this dude always has time, and I love that. He has time for anybody that lines up in front of him. He's not afraid of him. He's going to challenge him. He's going to be physical with him. He's going to talk trash to him, the whole nine. And then you match that with his ability. He's one of those guys that tested really well at the combine, but he can also play football. There's a lot of guys that test off the charts, but they can't run a route, or they can test off the charts and they can't get their footwork right on the line of scrimmage to block anybody. This guy is a football player who just happens to be a great athlete, and he is ready for all the smoke all the time. And I love that about him. Like, it reminds me of, and this is another high praise, it reminds me of Kevin Mawai. Kevin Mawai, his rookie year here with Seattle, he played guard and guard and center. He just wasn't our center, but he played a little bit of guard. And the thing I loved about him is we played against some dogs, like some old school, like Hall of Fame type defensive tackles, and he never backed down to one of them. He talked crap to every single one of them. A couple of them, he'd shove them after the whistle, push them down on the pile. And I'm like, I love this about this dude because he has this tenacity about him where the moment isn't bigger than him. The player across from him, he has respect for him, but he's not afraid of him. And Zabel, to me, gives you that same type of vibe. And I've loved him from the very beginning. People were questioning whether or not his competition in college was enough and all this other kind of stuff. But when I watched him, I saw a football player. And then he went to the Senior Bowl. He took on all comers. And then everyone there, even the big dogs from the SEC and all the Big 12 and the Big 10 and the AC, all these other guys were lining up to challenge him because they realized that he was the guy that you had to do some work and get your name with by going against Zabel. And so that's what I love about him. He's just ready for the smoke, and he had time for it every single game, every single play. Love it.
Hey, Ray, I want to get a temperature check from you on kind of how you view the 49ers, because when I was watching this 49ers offense against the Bears on Sunday night, I texted Bump and Curtis, and they can confirm this, and I said, I'm a little bit nervous because obviously the Week 18 game had yet to be played. There was a bunch of hype going into it. It's for the number 1 seed. Everything's at stake. And I was nervous watching that offense that was averaging 42 points per game. And I don't feel that way now. Maybe it's injuries, but I am shocked at maybe how confident I feel about the Seahawks heading into this one. Tell me what you've seen from the 49ers maybe over the last several weeks and certainly heading into this game.
Well, obviously, this year has been incredible for them to kind of navigate all of the injuries they have and still be in a position to play for the number 1 seed, and then they're back, in the win their first playoff game and be able to keep playing. They've done an incredible job of showing some resilience and grit, and some, getting some backup players to step up to the plate and do some things. I think they're down to like their 3rd and 4th linebacking crew and their second, type of defensive lineman. Those types of things. They were playing without Trent Williams for a little bit. Brock Purdy was hurt for a little bit. So they've done a really good job of managing all of that and mitigating the weaknesses of the guys that have to show up and finding ways to win football games. So the grittiness and the resilience is probably the biggest thing that worries me. But here's the thing, Stacy. I don't think the Seahawks have to do anything other than just being ready to play. The same blueprint they had to beat them the last time will beat them this time. They have to tackle like grown-ass men, and they can't let Christian McCaffrey break any long runs. If he catches a pass for 5 yards, tackle him at 5 yards. If he makes a gain of 4 yards, tackle him at 4 yards, even to the point where they weren't even falling forward for plays. I think if they keep that up and just don't let them have explosive plays, they have to go 4 and 5 yards at a time. The defense will find a way to either create turnovers or get off the field. And then on offense, just make them prove that they can stop the run. They haven't been able to do it. They weren't able to do it. We almost had 2 100-yard rushers against that team. And then if Sam Darnold does enough to just do his part, he doesn't have to do more than his part, just do his part. And I think they can still win this football game. And I really do think it's not going to be that big of a deal, to be honest with you. Like I have zero I have 1,000,000% confidence that we're going to win this game. I have 0% confidence they're going to give us any trouble. That's how confident I feel about it. And it may make some people scared, but I've felt that way from the minute there was like, oh, we're going to play either the 49ers or the Rams. And I'm like, the Rams might be a bigger challenge, but on a scale of 0 to 10, I'm probably like a 7 or 8 against the Rams. Against the 49ers, I'm 10 and 10 plus. If you can add another number to a scale from 0 to 10, I'm that number. So that's how I feel about this game. Because I think this team is ready. I think the coaching staff is ready. I heard Coach Mike Holmgren say the other day that when you play a team 3 and 4 times, you don't have to change things up. You just have to do what you do a little bit better. And if the Seahawks can do what they did a little bit better, they're going to come out and they're going to win this game, and we're going to be waiting for the next team for the NFC Championship game.
All right, Ray, let's get it. Let's get it.
I'm hyped, dog.
Hey,
I'm not even there. Like I
feel
wish
you.
I could speed the clock up so I can watch it on TV tomorrow. Like we're here with my son, and he transferred to William and Mary, so we met all the coaches and stuff today. That was really cool. And the whole time I'm talking to him, I'm like, I can't wait to get on this call. To pump up the Seahawks. Like, I love you, Coach London. Great job. Price, you're going to be in a great place. Let's go get a sandwich so I can get on this call, because I just want everyone to know my confidence in the Seahawks. I have no fear. I'm telling you, I have no fear in the 49ers. None at all. Because I like our approach to it. I like the way I love the trash talking going back and forth. I know that that Ernest Jones is going to have these dudes ready to ball, and they're going to ball the whole entire game. They know what it felt like. They know what they did. They know what they have to do. And then on the offensive side of the ball, Charles Cross is back. The running backs are running the ball pretty good down the stretch here. It seems like they're in a good rhythm with the offensive coordinator. And as long as Sam Darnold doesn't throw 15 million interceptions, we're going to be good. I promise you, we're going to be good.
Hey, Big Ray, what did you think of the All-Pro selections? We got JSN, we got Spoon, we got Leo, and Dixon.
Yeah, I mean, I can roll with that, man.
Ernest too. Sorry, Ernest Jones as well.
And Ernest, yeah, I love that. Leo. I think Leo was second team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's good. He should have been first team. Like, I think probably the second half of the season, some of his stats kind of went down because he's getting more and more double teams, and that stuff starts to wear on you. But if you watch the games and you're watching how he destroys the double teams, even though he may not make the play, but he's making space for other guys to make plays, this guy's, to me, is like one of the top 2 or 3 tackles in the league. And not only that, he's an amazing captain too. The way he takes responsibility, the way he doesn't call dudes out, the way he kind of has this us and connected mentality. I love that about him. And for a dude to be that late in his career, it's pretty awesome. I think it's the way that he plays that allows D. Law to play the way he plays. It's the way that he plays that allows Murphy to be a snub for the All-Pro and Pro Bowl, all that kind of stuff, because Murphy's played well enough. And also to allow Uchenna to do what he does, allow those linebackers to be able to be our second and third string linebackers and still come in to play well. All of that, to me, is a product of how Leo plays and the attention that he's the dude. When you break the huddle, you go, where is 99? The whole offensive line is identifying where 99 is, because a few of them saying, I hope he doesn't come over here. You know what I'm saying? And so he's that dude for that defense. So I was happy for him to see him on that list.
The 509 says, Rays make me want to run through a wall. Let's get it.
Absolutely, baby. That's the energy I got, Stacy. Like, if I could run, I would run through something. I don't know if it'd be a wall, but it might be like a piece of paper, and it has to be really wet for me to get through that too. But I would run through it for real.
Well, hey, I want to ask you, okay, so as part of that answer, you said, look, if it was the Rams, maybe I'm a 7 or 8, but against the 49ers, I'm beyond a 10 out of 10. I'm add on however many numbers you want, which I love, which listeners clearly love, but I want to get back to what you said about the Rams. I don't know, Ray, that everyone would be a 7 or 8. That's still pretty confident. I think a lot of people are nervous about matching up against the Rams, and we're relieved to see the 49ers instead in this round, to see them advance past the Eagles. What makes you still pretty confident against the Rams?
Because we're basically like 3 yards away from beating them twice.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, if you gain another 2 or 3 yards, you're not kicking a 61-yard field goal. You probably make it and we win. Mm-hmm. And then even in their best freaking performance of the year, they didn't beat us. We still beat them. And so that's what makes me confident. Yeah, like, it's great to throw up all the numbers, and they have some dynamic players. They're going to make plays, but you know what? We just got to make one more play than they make. And we did the last time we played them. We made one more play than they made, and we won the game. You have to win by one point or more, and we did that. And if you look at if you think about San Francisco and the Rams, you're one fumble away from probably beating the 49ers in the first game. Yeah. And then you were 2 or 3 yards away from beating the Rams. You could be 4-0 against those two teams off of 2 plays. And so that's why I'm confident. Our defense is playing lights out. Our offense may start out slow, but we lead the league in scoring points in the second half. As long as we don't create turnovers, we have an opportunity to win and make every game, like even the last game, like the score may not have been big, but statistically we killed the San Francisco 49ers. And so that's why I'm not afraid, because I look at the history of even coming up, through this season, just what has happened this season. And I have confidence that if they have to come here and play, have to been on the road and plan, not having rest and all that kind of stuff, they have to come here and prove to themselves that they can beat us. And I don't think they can do that.
Ray, what's a hidden factor in this game? Something that maybe people may not expect or notice, but will play a role in this whole thing.
Well, it's kind of hard to say it because, because we love the dude, but I still think that A.J. Barner is going to be the key in the playoffs, because I think he is a mismatch for guys. He makes those subtle plays like in the blocking in the run game, or he helps convert like a third down, or he scores a touchdown, in the red zone, or he gets in what is it called, a barn burner, formations, and creates another first down. To me, he's a dude that could show up and be the tight end, like out of obviously George Kittle's out of the game, but they still have two other decent tight ends. But I think he can be the shining star in the tight end position in this game, and I think he's going to have a couple important plays in the game.
All right, make sure you tune in for Seattle Sports pregame coverage, and also stick around at postgame. You're going to hear Big Ray Roberts on it. Thanks, Ray.
Thanks, Ray.
Absolutely. You guys get it. Go Hawks, baby.
I can't wait to hear Big Ray on pregame. Bumps hosting.
He's not on this weekend.
Oh, no.
He's in
I'm glad he
Virginia.
didn't correct me. Okay, so sorry. So you're not going to hear Big Ray, but you can just replay that interview over and over and over. Got the people fired up. You can still hear Michael Bumpus. He hosts for Seahawks pre- and post-game show every week. It's a Football Friday powered by the Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel. Let's get to 4-down territory.
This is 4-down territory, going inside the game with former Seahawks and Coug wide receiver Michael Bumpus.
First down, who's your X factor for the game this weekend?
My X factor is going to be the guy who ignited this team to the greatest comeback I've seen in a long time on Thursday Night Football against the Rams. It's going to be Rashid Shaheed. Deuce is going to get loose. And the reason why I believe he's going to get loose is because I'm watching the same film that Kubiak and Sam and all these guys are watching. I'm watching Rashid Shaheed get behind defenders when they're manning them up, even in cover 4. Everything that Jason does, they are watching. When he runs that deep cross, we're going to have a safety bite down. If I am Kubiak, the side that Rashid is crossing, if he's going from right to left, I'm going to put Rashid on that left side. That safety's going to bite down, and I'm running the post, and we are throwing the deuces up because I'm behind the defender, and we're taking a shot. Now, you don't need to take many shots, but if you do want to take a shot, that's how you're going to do it. He's going to be great in the return game as well. This is why you get players like Rashid Shaheed, because all you need are 2 or 3 explosives from him in a game like this, maybe 1 or 2, and it can change the whole identity and momentum of this football game. So I'm going to look at the young man from Weber State. He's going to make an impact on this one.
Second down. How should the Hawks attack the Niners early?
Pack it in and run the football. Pack it in, run the football. 22 personnel, 2 tight ends, 2 running backs. 12 personnel, 1 tight end, 2 running backs. I think when I was watching some plays last night with Robbie Oots did a great job getting on those unblocked guys and creating lanes for these running backs and stay in it and throw out of it as well. But I think that they need to make it a physical game. Like Big Ray was saying, the Hawks has dominated these dudes physically. The score's not going to show it, but you look at the third downs, the first downs, and all those other things, and just the impact, the violence that these dudes were playing with, they beat them up. So I would try to do the same thing. I want to beat these guys up and remind them that we are the more physical team, and you better strap it up.
Third down. All right, let's talk false narratives. What's a false narrative about Brock Purdy?
That he can't throw outside the numbers. He can throw outside the numbers. At least last time these guys played, he did a great job. He had 14 passes outside the numbers. He completed 8 of those passes. He has the arm strength to do it, and the scheme is dialed up for him to do it. Now, was he pushing it down the field 20-plus yards? No, not really. It was kept it within 10 to 15 yards, and even shorter than that when we're talking shallows and speed outs and hitches and all that stuff. But the reason why he was 8 of 14 during those passes was because those were the times that the D-line couldn't get to him, where they couldn't force him to kind of slide or step up in the pocket to where that pocket was clean and he can throw it. If he can operate from a clean pocket, Brock Purdy is a good quarterback. Even when the pocket is crazy, he has the knack to get outside and keep his eyes down the field and throw the football. We cannot have him have that success tomorrow from outside the pocket or outside the numbers. You have to make him be uncomfortable just like you did the last game. And I believe this D-line can do exactly that. You got an all-pro guy in that league. You got a Pro Bowl and all-pro snub in Murphy. You got the OG leading the way in Jay Reed. And you got the young guys on the outside. They got to work cohesively once again and just make things messy for the young Brock Purdy.
I'm going to add on another question from last time just because I forgot to ask. Trent Williams being back, obviously a factor in this one. How big of a factor, though?
It's a factor, but I watched him last week. He does not look healthy. And maybe he didn't practice this week. He rested all week. He's the type of guy who doesn't need to practice this time of the year. The mental focus is going to be good with him. But I would challenge him early. He was flat-footed. He did not look explosive. He didn't look agile. He didn't look like the Trent Williams that I know over the past 10 to 12 years. So, yeah, he'll be out there. It'll give a mental boost for these guys, and he's better than the backup, that's for sure, but he's not 100%.
Fourth down. Earlier in the show, we were joined by NFL Network's Bucky Brooks. Anything stand out from that conversation?
I think Bucky's on the side of defenses win championships. We've been asking that question all week, and we said, all right, well, if defense wins championships, then it's going to be the Seahawks and Houston Texans in the Super Bowl. I think defenses can set you up for a championship, but the offense is going to have to score points. Special teams is going to have to be solid and contribute and not give up big returns and change field position. And he also said that he's seeing that the league is coming back to its roots, running the football. You know, for a while it was college games, spread them out, let's throw it 40 times and let's beat you that way. But I think that the NFL is learning that high percentage run sets everything else up. So you got to have the personnel to do that. But I also think that the tight end position and the fullback position are the ones that are transforming this. We're seeing a few more fullbacks in the game, but the way the tight ends are as versatile as they've ever been. And they ever been. It's almost like, I bet you Tony Gonzalez looks at these tight ends now the way I look at these wide receivers now. Like these wide receivers, I was an All-American in high school. These wide receivers are so much better than I was when I was in high school. And I'm sure Tony looks at these guys the same way and says, look, they're just more versatile than I was. That's just the evolution of sports, evolution of football. But yeah, he said the game is coming back to its roots. Run the football to set up the pass.
Another guest we had today, Ray Roberts, he sounded confident about the Seahawks, I thought. Did you guys get that vibe?
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Did you guys
just a little bit.
Did you guys get the vibe from Ray that he was pretty confident for Saturday? I couldn't tell if it was just me.
Maybe if he ratcheted up another level.
Yeah, he was pretty low-key about it.
Yeah,
Pretty
he
calm.
was just kind of, maybe the Seahawks will win.
Yeah.
Just kind of whispered.
I'm confident that they'll win.
You know, just a
No,
little
Ray
bit.
was fired up. What'd you make of him being so confident? Are you as confident?
Not as confident as Ray, but I'm confident. I am confident. It's film study, man. Like you see that defensive line does not get into the backfield. Those linebackers do not wreck stuff up. The secondary actually played better than I thought they played. I thought they were in position to make plays if the ball was thrown. But it's all about the box, man. I look at the box, and there's nothing there that gives me any type of concern.
Yeah.
But they are ball players. They are in the NFL, and sometimes guys play out of their mind. So that's why I'm not as hyped as Ray is, because I always reserve the right that someone just plays out of their mind and they wreck the game.
I think there's a feeling of like it can't be this clear, right? Like you look at the 49ers and you go, okay, well, all of my traditional football things I bet on will be like divisional matchups are always tighter and like much more difficult. That this is a brilliant play caller in Kyle Shanahan, and that Christian McCaffrey is one of the best running backs ever. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. That all of these things are true. And but then you look at the actual matchups just on paper and you go, man, I'm running out of reasons. Like the 49ers need help almost. Like they need to be better than they are on paper to beat Seattle, and Seattle just needs to be who they are. They can be a slightly worse version and still win.
Yeah, I've lost to teams that I'm supposed to beat, and I beat teams I'm supposed to lose.
Right, and that's what keeps you going, but you never know. It feels like hubris. You don't want to say that it'll be too easy because it's the playoffs.
Yeah.
And there's experience. They've been here before.
And they got good coaches over there too,
great
man.
Coaches.
Got KJ over there.
Great coach, great player, great person. Okay, what I need to know coming your way at 145-866-979-3776. Send those questions in. A divisional round trivia face-off between Curtis and Bump coming your way next. Some breaking news.
First, with breaking Seahawks news.
Sam Darnold is questionable for Saturday with an oblique injury.
Stay with Seattle sports for the very latest.
We'll be getting some treatment, but I feel really confident about going on Saturday.
Get instant, up-to-the-minute breaking news alerts from the Seattle Sports app.
I feel like I'll be ready to go for Saturday.
There we have it. And SeattleSports.com is the place for reaction and analysis.
The oblique injury is kind of annoying.
And we're streaming live on the Seattle Sports YouTube channel.
Dave Wyman here, joined by Dr. Landis from Swedish Cyberknife to talk about prostate cancer treatments. Dr. Landis, how does Cyberknife compare to surgery?
Patients who have surgery often do have to be hospitalized for a few days and have to take time off of work. They can have a catheter, they have a wound that's healing. Whereas with Cyberknife, patients often don't have to take a break from work at all.
And Cyberknife is an outpatient, non-invasive treatment?
Essentially, it's a 5-day treatment, about 30 minutes per day. You walk in, you walk out, you essentially don't feel anything at all during treatment. Many patients still work full-time while they're having treatment.
5 days total, less than an hour a day to treat prostate cancer. That really is amazing. It's almost too good to be true. What do patients say after treatment?
They tell me it's like Star Trek, where you push a button and the cancer can go away.
If you, a friend, or a family member is diagnosed with prostate cancer, consider treatment with Swedish Cyberknife. Go to swedish.org/cyberknifeprostate. Treat prostate cancer with Swedish Cyberknife.
To me, the LJ way is to provide an experience that people really enjoy being a part of.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
I've always wanted to learn French, but the app I tried didn't help.
If you want to memorize words in another language, there's an app for that. But if you want to really learn another language, there's Babbel. Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different. Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Babbel feels like it was created intentionally by people who really know what you need to learn another language. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Want to really learn another language? Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com to save up to 50%. Babbel.com.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Experience the iconic Mexican music group Bronco at Muckleshoot Casino Resort Saturday, February 28th at 8 p.m. Tickets are on sale now at muckleshootcasino.com.
Compassion, communication, results. That's Pendergast Law Personal Injury Lawyers. Go to pendergastlaw.com. That's pendergastlaw.com.
The new year is finally here, and you could kick the new year off right by getting in shape and making Top Fitness your first stop. Hey, Brock Ewart here with my friends at Top Fitness, where their stores are celebrating the new year with some great deals. You could take your New Year's resolution seriously with the very best fitness gear there is set up in your home by our professional installers. They sell the best quality products available. Brands like Precor, True, Octane, Inspire, and Hyrox. Come in now and check out the best deal of deals on treadmills. They're Precor 885 treadmills that are lease returns normally sell for over $13,000, now only $36.99, including a full 3-year warranty. This is the same commercial treadmill sold to health clubs worldwide. And every new treadmill, elliptical, and home gym, well, they're all on sale. They got the largest selection of home fitness equipment in Washington, and their staff will show you why. It's no secret why everybody from pro athletes to personal trainers love their stores. Locations in Tukwila, Linwood, and Bellevue, or visit topfitness.com for more info. That's Top Fitness, your best place for home fitness equipment.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
This hour is brought to you by Mazda of Everett.
From the Quantum Fiber Studio.
This is Bumpin' Stacy.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
On Seattle Sports and 97.3 FM HD2.
Divisional round, divisional round, divisional round, divisional round, divisional round, divisional round, divisional round.
First divide the dividend by the divisor.
You're dividing.
Division. Yeah.
Division. Important skill to know.
I thought this was 3-6 Mafia for a second.
That's that new Wiz Khalifa.
Then bring down the 3.
Bring down the 3.
When we do long division, we drop the beat.
Drop the beat. There we go.
There we go. Okay, here we go. Divisional round is broken up into 3 rounds. First, your 49ers Seattle round. Next, divisional round, looking at the rest of the divisional round. And third, gold round, because it's the 49ers. So it's, get it? So you have 2 questions apiece in each of the categories, except for the last one, because I wasn't going to come up with 4 gold questions. Bump, who is the 49ers leading receiver this year? Is it Juwan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, or Christian McCaffrey?
CMC.
It is
CMC.
Christian McCaffrey.
CMC. He getting about 30 of them things.
I need to actually
Saturday,
get a paper. Can I borrow a piece?
What are you doing?
Sorry, I didn't prepare during the break. I was looking at pictures of my dog. Okay. Yes, Curtis. You also have multiple choice. The 49ers defense was last in sacks in the regular season, but middle of the road in points allowed. Which defense allowed the most points per game in the regular season? Was it the Raiders, Cowboys, or Bengals?
I believe it was the Dallas Cowboys.
It was the Dallas Cowboys, correct.
Eberflus gone.
The Seahawks hope to get the run game going against the 49ers. They've certainly been rolling there over the last 3 weeks. The single best performance by a Seahawks running back against the 49ers was 209 yards and a touchdown. By whom? Was it Marshawn Lynch, Thomas Rawls, or Sean Alexander?
Oh, great choices.
Thank you.
I mean, Sean Alexander was MVP.
Good job, Stacy.
Thank you.
I remember him doing that, though. I'm going to say Marshawn Lynch.
Thomas Rawls.
I thought it was.
Thomas Rawls. Curtis, the 49ers beat the Eagles in last week's wild card round, 23-19. So you know neither of these are the answer to this question. Which wild card team scored the fewest points?
The Chargers with 3 points.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
First of all, you're still in this. You're still in this.
Yeah, I am, but...
To the divisional round. Bump. 2 of the remaining 8 teams in the divisional round finished last in their division last year. Who are they?
Can I look and see the teams that are available?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Finish last.
Finish last in their division.
I don't want to pull up anything that tells me.
That,
okay, it won't
nothing,
tell me that.
nothing will tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me just
Just a refresher on the teams that are going to be playing tomorrow.
Refresher. All right, who finished last in their division?
You're an NFL analyst.
The remaining teams?
The remaining teams.
The guys who are still here.
That's right.
That's correct.
They're still with us.
They're actually playing.
In the divisional round this weekend,
Okay.
2 of those teams finished in last place in their division last year.
Oh, last year.
Last year.
Oh.
They were bums last year. They were losers.
I'm going to
They're still
them.
here.
And now, yes, that's right. 2 of them that finished in last place.
The Bears?
Yes. Good answer. Good answer. You got it.
The Niners.
The Patriots.
Oh, the thing. What am I doing? I thought for sure it was like that 2 and whatever season
The Niners
for
were
the Niners.
third, right?
Yeah, they're third for sure. Yeah.
Curtis, if you want to double check, I'll allow the point for Yeah, double check.
Nah, you're right, because Rams were one. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they were third.
You're right.
No.
They were fourth?
49ers were fourth because the Cardinals went 8-9 last year.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Already got me with that. Got him with the,
You got a
who
point.
scored the least points?
Good
We all
job.
know it's the Chargers.
Good job.
And then you try to get me with this
Good
malarkey.
job. Here we go. We're keeping it going. Tied
yeah,
up.
that's a point for Bum.
Okay. This upcoming game between the Bills and Broncos will be the
Going on here?
5th time. Oh, my God. Will be the 5th time in NFL history that I think I meant to say hosting a game. That's my mistake. Will be the 5th time in NFL history that a reigning MVP and a reigning Defensive Player of the Year will face each other. Obviously, Josh Allen and Pat Surtain. The last time it happened was in the Super Bowl for the 2023 season. Which 2 players faced off?
23 Super Bowls, so that would have been Chiefs, Eagles? I'm going to say so it's the MVP against the Defensive Player of the Year?
Mm-hmm. The reigning MVP.
The reigning
That's a tough
MVP against the reigning Defensive Player of the Year?
Oh, who got more points than the Chargers? Yeah, who's complaining now?
I'm
who's
not.
complaining now?
I'm not.
I thought Curtis had this is the toughest question on the quiz.
This is really tough. Because 24, or well, no. Okay.
Take your time. Take your time.
That was a Chiefs 49ers Super Bowl. Because Chiefs Eagles, the second go around was last year in the 24 season. So the 23 season. Was it Patrick Mahomes against Nick Bosa?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Thank God.
Hey, way to work that one out.
Thank you, yeah.
Way to
You're
work
doing
that
the
one
problem
out.
on paper there. Bump, how many of the 8 remaining quarterbacks are older than 30?
Ooh.
You can bring up the teams again if you want. It's not going to show you the answer.
I'm a visual learner. I'm a visual
you
learner.
can just look at the...
Under 30.
There you
Bo
go.
Nix is under 30. Josh Allen's under 30. May's under 30. Stroud is under 30. Sam is under 30. Purdy's under 30. Caleb's under 30. So all of them but Matthew Stafford.
Correct.
Yeah.
1.
So 7 are under 30.
I just didn't want to say the wrong number.
I got you.
said
I
it's all
got you.
under
Yeah,
30.
that's totally fine. Curtis, if Brock Purdy wins tomorrow, which he won't, he'll become just the 4th quarterback in NFL history to have 6 playoff wins in their first 4 seasons. Who are the other 3 to do it?
Dang.
Okay, maybe I'll just say name
Tom
2.
Brady.
Yeah.
Did I make it fair? Name 2. Name 2.
I'm going to say Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, and Ben Roethlisberger.
Yes!
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
I wish you knew things, Curtis.
Yeah, seriously.
I wish you
it's
knew
so
things.
dumb. Okay, Bump. You have to get 2 right, and you need Curtis to mess up here. Oh, wait. So sorry. You only have 1 question. Curtis needs to miss it.
This is so fitting.
Bump can't get 2 more.
You know what? We had 2 weeks where it went too smoothly. You know what I mean? Like, this had to happen.
I'm sorry. This is the 3rd quiz I've made about the 49ers. It's the gold round. Bump. Gold. Woo! Shiny. Gold on the periodic table is marked by what symbol? G-O, A-U, or E-L?
AU.
Yes.
That's right.
That's right.
Let's had a flashback to 7th grade.
Science class, yeah.
Curtis.
I stared a lot at the periodic table of elements because it's just like, what else is there to look at in the science class? Beakers, Bunsen burners.
For the win. How did the original 49ers retrieve gold? Panning or flushing?
I'm going to say, I feel like gold panning is probably the answer.
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Of course it's panning. Of course it is.
I don't know what else I was going to say
What
about
is
the
flushing?
49ers. I don't know. I was trying to, can we get to what my tiebreaker was going to be?
Sure.
You have to chime in with the answer. And chime in with the answer, and you get 2 chime-ins. I'm thinking of a number 1 through 10. I've texted Matt what it is. What is it?
5.
No.
6.
No.
2.
No.
4.
No, you're both wrong.
Hey.
9.
Hey. This is lazy as heck, Stacy. I'm just going to throw it out there.
I don't even need a
I know you got some stuff going on. You got a dog you got to take care of now.
You're a single mom who works 2 jobs.
You know?
I thought that would be the funniest part of the quiz. Matt's going to get the NFL playoff injury music ready for me because this is what happens when we decided when a joke falls flat. I'm sorry. Yeah, that one didn't work out. That one wasn't my best.
Oh, it was fun, though. It was fun.
Congratulations, Curtis. Get your questions in for what I need to know, 866-979-3776.
2 wins away from the Super Bowl.
It's time to eat, boys.
The first obstacle, a hated rival.
Purdy has time. Throws to the middle, intercepted.
Victim to some of the greatest playoff moments in Seahawks history.
Welcome to the dark side. Richard Sherman tips it. Whole city going up like it's our time.
Seahawks 49ers.
All teed up.
The divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
You know how we do it. Better bring your hard hat when you can illumine.
Tomorrow night, kickoff at 5 on the home of the Seahawks.
You are now entering the dead zone.
Seattle Sports.
Stacy here to tell you that I've had a horrible experience buying and selling a car, so I know a good one when I see it, and that's why I want to tell you about Wayscar Ford in Auburn. These are real people I've worked with. Mark and Chris are wonderful. Also, Wayscarf is a real person. I know them, and you will too, and they want you to have a hassle-free, no-pressure experience when you're looking to sell your car or buy a new one. And let me tell you what, trusting the people you're working with is massive. Again, I really did sell my car years ago to this place that absolutely ripped me off, and I wish I would have known about Wayscar Ford's profit share program. Here's how it works. You bring in your car you're looking to sell. Then they'll give you a true evaluation. If you accept the offer, they'll pay you the same day. The whole thing takes like 15 minutes. Then, once they resell the car, they'll split any profit they make with you, 50-50. The program's a win-win for everyone because Wayscar Ford gets to save money on auction fees and travel expenses, and you get to avoid scams and hassle. Plus, you can upgrade to a new model from their vast inventory like I did. They've just surpassed sharing over $1 million with people who have sold them their cars. Find out how you can do it too at wayscarford.com.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
That's another amazing run by Team USA.
Mom, think I'll be on Team USA one day?
Well, I'll take this one.
What? Are you speaking to us?
Yes, and to answer your question, anything's possible, especially with Xfinity.
So, I can be the best snowboarder ever?
Well, I can't guarantee that, but Xfinity can guarantee that your internet price won't change for 5 years.
Okay. What if I practice every day?
Then maybe you'll be snowboarding for Team USA at the next Olympic Winter Games. And Mom, you'll still be paying the same price for Wi-Fi.
Ooh, really stuck the landing there. It's the Xfinity Gold Medal Celebration. Now through February 22nd, get our best price on gig Wi-Fi for 5 years guaranteed, just $50 a month. Plus, get Peacock Premium included for 2 years. That's a $10.99 value per month. Xfinity. Imagine that. proud partner of Team USA. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Actual speeds vary.
Happy New Year from Frank Lumber, the door store, your locally owned custom pre-hung door shop, boasting the largest selection of residential doors in the Seattle area for decades. We specialize in interior and exterior pre-hungs and matchups. Along with pocket doors, barn doors, bypass, and bifold doors, the selection is huge. If it swings, we've got you covered. Come and visit our showroom and bargain barn in Shoreline. Also, be sure to check us out online at franklumber.com.
The road to the Super Bowl runs through Seattle.
Listen to the 12th man.
And Seattle Sports on 710, the home of the Seahawks.
Hey, Brock Heward here with Shannon O'Kelly, President and CEO of IRG Physical and Hand Therapy, inviting you to come work with IRG. And Shannon, what kind of staff are you looking for at IRG?
Brock, we're looking for all kinds of clinical staff, physical therapists, occupational therapists, athletic trainers, certified occupational therapy technicians, physical therapy assistants, you name it on the clinical side. We are looking for those folks. But we are really looking for folks that want to come to an organization that want to be part of our culture and change the culture and work with us to provide the best care and service we can to our patients, our team, and our community. So those clinical people out there, we're looking for you. We also provide advanced certification. We want to provide you mentorship. We want you to grow personally and professionally here at IRG.
And with over 40 clinics throughout the Pacific Northwest, you've got the opportunity to work in the city you want. Just head over to irgpt.com/careers. That's irgpt.com/careers.
Your old furnace ain't nice, and your toes are like ice. Dayandnight.net. Day and Night gives you a free furnace or water heater with installation of an AC or heat pump.
If you're not sure your furnace will make it through another winter, call us to install a proper, long-lasting, efficient heating system backed by our lifetime workmanship guarantee, so you won't be left out in the cold.
Install an AC or heat pump and get a free furnace or water heater from Day and Night Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric. Dayandnight.net.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
From the Quantum Fiber Studio.
This is Bumpin' Stacy.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
On Seattle Sports and 97.3 FM HD2.
Get your questions in for What I Need to Know, 866-979-3776. What I Need to Know. In what ways does Nick Imanwari comp to Cam Chancellor?
I hate this. He's not Cam. They're two totally different players.
Go on.
And Cam is one of the biggest human beings I've ever seen, and he's not the biggest human being I've ever seen, if that makes sense. Like his size with his mass and the position that he played. I would say Nick is probably a better cover guy. Cam was just a dog off the leash that's in the neighborhood roaming that everyone was scared of. But Nick Amari, he's asked to do so many different things. They're just different players. There's no comp between the two.
Do you find Kyle Hamilton to be more fitting? I see that a lot from national guys.
Yeah, that's better.
Better. I need to know, Frisco fans usually travel well to Seattle. I'm a little nervous from past experience. Are you concerned?
Concerned that they're going to flood the stadium? No, they're going to be out there. It's impossible to keep them out. But I don't think it'll be anything like the past because you have the number one seed, the best defense in the game, an explosive offense. I feel like the 12s are way more bought in this year than they have been in the past.
What I need to know, I need you to be 100% honest. Did you three talk to each other this morning to find out what you'd be wearing today and decide to coordinate?
Honestly, we did.
I wish we would every single day. 866-979-3776.
They did add that it's so darn cute.
It is.
With the tongue sticking out emoji.
What's worse, baked beans on a hot dog or a chicken Caesar salad at a cookout?
Both are good, though. Ain't gonna front.
The chicken Caesar salad, the lettuce is gonna get all wilted.
Yeah.
Just
it has to
be kept cool and covered, which is hard to do at a cookout. Because we're usually at a park somewhere. You know, you're going to bring just infinite ice, keep that thing cool.
How much of Sam Darnold's injury is gamesmanship to get the 49ers to spend a little extra time prepping for Drew Lock?
Nah, no gamesmanship here.
Yeah,
Pass
I don't
all
think
that.
so.
Pass all that.
Do you think Robbie Oots will get a reception or a carry in a pancake?
Ooh, it's funny you say that.
Oh?
There is a play last time the Hawks played where he was the lead blocker. He blows a guy up and he releases on a route, and he was actually open.
Yeah.
So there's a chance that they run that play again. Maybe he gets one.
866-979-3776. Get your questions in. What I need to know. You've been given the task of creating a catchphrase for everyone on the show. What would they be?
Catchphrase? Stacy's would be, okay, because every time she walks into the sports pit, it's, okay.
Mine would be, are you mad at me?
Yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah.
Stacey's.
Are you guys mad at me?
Constantly. Not mad at you, but you said that.
The fact that you
What
needed
would
to clarify.
Curtis's? I had to, because then you'd be like, you are mad at me.
Curtis's would probably be something not safe for air.
Wow.
Well, no, because you know how sometimes you're like,
Nah, Curtis would be, let's get this bread.
Let's get this bread.
Says
I
all
say
the
that
time.
every
yeah,
day.
you
Right
say that
before-
all the
right
time.
before we
all
start.
the time.
Yeah, let's get this
Or
bread.
save it for air. Like
Yeah,
when
save
we're
it for
having
air.
conversations that are definitely not for air, you go, hey, save it for air.
Matt's
Just
would
the
be
hottest office
Matt's would be
gossip.
morning. Morning.
What about bumps?
I want to fight back, but he's right.
Oh, God.
I'll probably just them things. I always say them
Oh,
things.
yeah. That's it. Wow, you nailed all four of
Because
those.
you guys are my best friends. I know all of
Wow.
you so well.
What I need to know. Aww. We're your best friends. What I need to know. Who are you rooting for on Survivor 50?
The black dude.
Okay, fair answer. Curtis.
Is there a black guy? There has to be a black dude on there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
cool.
Survivor 50 cast. Let's see here. I mean, Suri is a legend. She's never won Survivor. She's come very close to winning numerous times, but has never gotten the job done. So, rooting for her to get it done. I don't know though. I don't know if she's gonna win it.
Yeah. Let's see what I need to know. I had a couple more Seahawks ones here. Stacy is I forgot my iced coffee. I would never forget that.
No, she doesn't forget her iced coffee.
No, she gets
she
water.
forgets her water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. I just had a bunch of Stacy, can Bump get easier questions? No, I don't think that your questions were like.
I thought it started off rough and you evened it out.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
so. Curtis, I thought, had the toughest question of the day. The
Well, he's
reigning
supposed
MVP
to.
and reigning
He's supposed to.
Defensive Player of the Year.
If you asked me that, man, I would have quit. I would have been like,
On
nah,
the
man.
show?
This is unfair.
Just walked out.
Unplug your headphones.
I've
Bye.
had
Walk
enough.
out.
Have absolutely had enough.
Do you remember one of the first quizzes we did? You were asking me
Yes.
about all of these white people shows that
Yes.
you know I ain't
Yeah,
watched.
yeah.
I'm like, what is going on here?
Yes.
I'm not Jake.
You said this is cultural.
It's not Jake and
This
Stacy
is
anymore.
cultural.
It's Bump and Stacy.
Yeah. It was all trivia about like Friends.
Friends, like, I ain't watched that. Seinfeld.
It was so funny though. What I need to know, I really need to know if Kobe Bryant is going to be 100% this weekend.
I think he is. He hadn't showed up on the injury report.
Yeah, no one except for Jones out, and then Sam Darnold questionable. They didn't end up activating Arroyo, right? So wouldn't be on there anyways. What I need to know, what if they change the division of the NFL based on mascots, like NFC birds, NFC cats, NFC horses? NFC horses.
I've seen that going around.
Yeah.
Colts.
Broncos and Colts, yeah. Cowboys.
Oh, I get it. But the Cowboys aren't the horses.
I mean, but
Cowboys ride horses.
Yeah, but
that would be kind of fun.
I think we'd need to reorganize.
Where the Titans going though?
You'd have to have like the AFC greater beings.
Greater
so you'd have to have, you
Giants.
know,
Titans.
Giants. Yeah, like
Commanders.
just the large division.
Large division.
To do that. Someone said, I got 2 hours to waste before the game. What should I do?
Don't get drunk. Is what you should do.
Check out the pregame show.
Yeah. Thank you. Wow.
Yeah.
Can I?
Hello.
Thank you for the producer for promoting the show
Hello.
that I'm gonna be on. And Curtis, you're working this weekend too, right?
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? There we
Are
go.
you on site?
No. I'm,
Okay,
Oh, it's
here.
on site. No,
You're here.
If I'm working a Seahawks game, I'm never in the building. I am right here in studio.
Okay.
Nice climate-controlled environment. Got all my software.
What are you laughing about?
Someone says, ask Curtis black people questions, Bump. Call the segment Culture Shock.
You imagine.
Oh, snaps.
I really messed up.
Hey,
not
here's the
making that
question, Curtis.
Okay.
All right, when a black person is ready for you to leave their house,
Yeah.
what do they say?
I'm gonna let you go.
No, that's on the phone. Like you're
Okay.
actually together.
Okay.
I don't know.
I got you. They'd be like, what you about to do?
Dang it. I thought I'd nail it with the
That was
phone.
close.
but
That's on the phone.
That's what
on
my
the
grandma
phone.
says on the phone all the well, R.I.P. But that's I always thought it as like more a Southern thing. Like you politely tell someone, well, I better let you go.
I better let you go.
I better let you go. All right, well, that's it for us. Wish I have more questions.
You didn't even hear the closeout music yet.
Matt, can you play the closeout music so I can go?
No.
You gotta wait.
You have to do the entire show. I'm so sorry, Stace. You have to complete your entire week of work. So in about 5 seconds, you'll hear that music do a really nice crossfade.
Really nice crossfade, which he's crossfading.
Never heard Curtis laugh that hard before in my life.
Now you hear that crossfade? That was a
There you
professional
go.
crossfade, and you're welcome.
There you go.
Now you can wrap
now
up the
the
show if you
show's
need
over,
to, Stacy.
Stace.
Okay,
Because
thank
we have
you.
finally gone our entire time.
Thanks so much. Thank you to all of our guests today. I'm sorry for asking if we could end the show. I've had so much fun with all of you. Wyman and Bob coming your way next.
The one and only Mark Schlereth with Wyman and Bob.
How are you, my friend? New Year's resolutions, right? Like, I'm going to get in shape this year. My only goal is to become an underpants model. That's all I've ever really wanted. And if you guys know of anybody in the underpants business, let me know.
Dave loves that you call them underpants. He loves it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely shredded.
Get every can't miss conversation on Seattle Sports and the Seattle Sports app.
Hey everyone, did you hear? Seattle U took down the Huskies and the Cougs. Up next is a huge game for state bragging rights. Seattle U versus Gonzaga on January 17th at Climate Pledge Arena. Go to seattleu.com/tickets. Red Hawks rising.
Snapshot from Progressive wasn't created for just anybody. Oh no, we made it for you, gradual breakers. You keep your eyes on the road, so you've seen it all. As long as it all happened directly in front of you, like a Swedish masseuse, your foot knows exactly the right amount of pressure to apply to the brake. That's why your passengers feel totally relaxed with you behind the wheel and occasionally super sleepy. With Snapshot, safe drivers like you get personalized rates based on your driving habits. Sign up today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Guys, if your energy is low, your strength isn't what it used to be, or your drive feels off, it's not just getting older. For many men, it's low testosterone. At Revive Men's Health Washington, you can start with a free T-check, exam, and consultation, so you get real answers about your testosterone levels and overall health. And this month only, qualified patients may receive 25% off testosterone replacement therapy. This isn't guesswork or one-size-fits-all treatment. Revive specializes in personalized, closely monitored testosterone care designed to help men feel stronger, sharper, and more like themselves again. With over 120,000 patients treated since 2011, Revive Men's Health is trusted for results, not hype. If you've been putting this off, now is the time to act. Claim your free T-check and consultation and see if you qualify for 25% off TRT. This month only. Call 206-529-1111. That's 206-529-1111. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Terms apply, must medically qualify.
Our number one thing with them is always like, hey, welcome someone in and assure them that they're in the right place. We're going to take care of them.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
Meet Lee Platts, a renter whose possessions fill not only her apartment, but also the darkest corners of a mini storage unit. A land of both truth and fiction. Truth, everything inside is protected by Progressive. Fiction, one day Lee will fit into her clothes from senior year of high school. Renters, discover coverage for what you love and what you can't get rid of in Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Here's what you can look forward to when you get your windows replaced. The whole house being way warmer and a lot quieter. Dave Wyman here, and when we had finally had it with our old windows with broken seals, we called Harley Exteriors. They were incredibly friendly, professional, and absolutely knew their stuff. Harley Exteriors windows are a massive upgrade. They keep heat in and noise out. Plus, they're truly gorgeous windows. I said, you guys must use a different type of glass. And sure enough, it's their Olympic series, which is manufactured here in the Pacific Northwest and exclusive to Harley Exteriors. Harley Exteriors has a special offer for Seattle sports fans. Buy one window and get the second 40% off. No payments or interest until 2027, and take an additional $200 off your project. Call 833-HARLEY or go to harleyexteriors.com. Schedule your free consultation today. That's harleyexteriors.com.
Hi, I'm Lacey, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. And yes, I'm actually a jeweler. I bring dream engagement rings to life every day in our jeweler's workshop. When I hand set your diamond into your ring, I think about creating a piece you'll wear for a lifetime. I pay attention to the smallest details and treat every ring with the same care and craftsmanship, no matter the size or price. Come check us out at your nearby store. Our engagement rings are made with love from our hands to yours, because a friend knows your love deserves the highest